Well, hello, gaming bartender. I see you're getting ready to make a new cocktail for our next game. Ready to take on Freddy again? Actually, we had something else in mind. Welcome to the kitchen. Very cute apron, by the way. Let's get started, shall we?
Come here! Oh, shit. Now come here. Eat him! That was worth it. It's like, who the hell threw the frog at me? He's confused. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Don't lose track of that guy. He'll start thinking this is biblical times. See, when you try to buy cat ears on Amazon, you either get the really kawaii version or you get the not safe for work version. So I took the safe route. Welcome back, awesome people, to Cocktails and Consoles. It's Melissa, and if the get up isn't telling you guys, we're finally playing some Batman on this channel, and I am super excited.
You could rule the world. You have squandered it, Prince. I would do it justice, and so it should be mine.
You are just a parasite.
She might have this
deserve
memorized.
Nothing.
Yeah, parasite.
What don't I?
I beat
Have
your
I
ass.
not earned it? Do you think you would be here now if
yet.
not for me? How many times did I save you? How many times did I unblock your path, take down your enemies, remind you of your mission, while all you did was cry about your father, and Kylina, and Farah, how everything bad always happens to you.
Boo-hoo, Melissa. Your words are empty. Have always been empty. You are just
Well done.
a desperate, selfish spirit.
That was pretty boss. Now,
This
when
one-
we light
this
stuff
one
on
more
fire,
blends the densities.
let's move everything completely out of the way.
Except for the two things we're going to light on fire. Technical
Move
failure.
my
There we
hair out of the
go.
way.
It's on fire.
It's good. Oh, another thing we should mention.
Okay, so good.
If you're going to light any kind of alcohol on fire, especially if it's glass, make sure you warm up the glass first. Why is that? You're the expert. You know about the two different things in glass.
So, cold glasses do not like suddenly to get hot. They will shatter. Or at least...
Don't close behind me. That's just mean. Why would you do that? Oh. No, 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 no. That scream. Oh my god. Saints and sinners, or the unusual suspects. Oh, look at that timing! Damn! I finally nailed it! Although now I kind of match the background a little bit. What's
My
up,
shirt
guys?
matches me, so I promise you I am close.
Yeah, right. So I match the
promise it is
background,
cleaning.
and she looks new. We're off to a
Yeah.
great start here. How's everyone's Friday going?
I swear it's not that. It looks pink in life.
I know. I was even thinking that when we were downstairs. I'm like, that's gonna look so flesh toned
Do
on
I need
camera.
to put a jacket on or something?
No,
Like,
you're fine. Don't worry
awkward.
about it. We're past the 1 minute or 2 minute mark on YouTube. I don't know. Rumble doesn't give a shit, so we're fine. Anywho, how are you guys doing? Happy Friday. We were just talking about all the stuff going on with that exploding ship.
Imploding.
Imploding. God, even worse.
Maybe better, honestly, in terms of if you're gonna go, that might be the faster way.
Yeah, faster than your brain can realize that. By the
Yeah.
way, you're now this big.
Yeah, and then we were talking about how we effectively did the equivalent of a Wikipedia dumpster diving, started learning about all these other different
huge.
types of like sinkings and whatnot. Mostly because I don't know, maybe for my reminded me of the Titanic, and I'm like, I didn't really learn about the Titanic. You can actually like get the like play-by-play on Wikipedia. It's pretty well like researched and stuff. So.
Yeah, I do like that, like, publicly sourced kind of, I said dictionary, that's not it. Encyclopedia, for lack of a better term.
Oh yeah, those used to get them.
Yeah. Yeah, so we went down, like, 2, like, deep roots into this. So she was finding out, like, all the other ships that sunk that way. I was finding out, like, you know, the people who were, you know, on the Titanic who were holding out against, like, the World Bank kind of a thing, and, oh, well, guess they're dead. So it's like, wow, we both had our Alex Jones moment of going down the rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Although we're a little bit in the safer waters.
Well, I mean, I feel bad. Like, I normally steer away from this kind of stuff. But it is
fascinating.
I have a weird, it's like, it is kind of a morbid fascination, but it's not like a good like, I don't feel good when I do it, but it's like interesting. Like, I will say Hotel Rwanda is one of my favorite movies, but I'm like, I can never watch it again because it's so sad. And that's why I can't bring myself to watch Titanic, because, like, yeah, whatever, love story, fuck that shit. But, like, true story that, like, Cameron actually did a lot of research on. So
he did.
Yeah, there's things in there that are not accurate, but a lot of it kind of was. And then, so it's just like, I don't know, they're people's stories. There's like a lot that happens in that short amount of time that goes on, and those are like real people at the end of the day.
Oh, totally.
So, yeah, it's nice to see that learnings were made from it. So
totally,
in some ways, and I mean, not for all of us.
And I think you found the channel that I watch as well. It's like historic, but it's cooking as well, and they did one of the recipes from the Titanic.
Oh, I didn't watch that. No, I watched these like other different videos. They were like animated, not animated. They were animated in like CG or whatever, like computer generated, but videos of actual sinkings that happened, kind of like play-by-play.
It was pretty fascinating. Yeah, that's one of the few like 2.5-hour videos that I watched like frame by frame, and normally with my horrible attention span, that's really hard to do. Could not take my eyes off of watching. Not only watching, but listening, because they were like trying to also replicate the sounds that were going on, so you hear like just some random sounds in the ship right when it hits the iceberg, and then everything else, like, wow.
I skipped ahead. I read the book. Like,
I know how this ends.
Literally, though, it had like all of the. It would show the visuals of it, but they also had little notes about like things that were happening on the ship, and it tied pretty closely to the Wikipedia article. So I'm like, I read it, so I'm like, I just kind of want to.
Yeah, it was like pop-up videos, but for disasters.
God,
it really was.
I was more trying to see, because they talk about how it listed and everything, and how like the propellers came up, and so I was kind of wanting a visual of that.
Oh, totally.
Because I don't know how ships work. They're obviously built to take on water, at least some water. The Titanic was too, which just took on way too much. But so I was kind of more curious on that aspect of it. So I'm like, people are sad. No, people
I know, right? Yes, Tasting History with Max Miller. It's a great channel. I have in my ever-growing watch later list his most recent one. He did Alcatraz. Some of the foods that were served there. I don't think they were like the last meal kind of a things. Sam says, my nephew is a submariner in the Navy. He's on patrol right now.
Wishing him a safe
Yes,
return.
absolutely.
Also,
and
we've learned a
thank
lot
you for
since
your
then.
service.
Yes, thank you for his service.
Yeah. I mean, to convey
to everyone's service.
Yes.
Especially if you're on a boat.
Oof, yeah. Sorry.
Luckily, we've learned a lot. I was actually telling Melissa too, because like, you had the Titanic. A lot of people don't know this. At least I didn't. So there were 3 ships that were sisters to each other: the Titanic, the Britannic, which was going to be like the Gigantic or something like that. And they're like, we don't want to compete, so they changed it to the Britannic and the Olympic. And out of those, 2 of them sank. One of them did its best to try, and they hit like a whole shit ton of different ships.
Ding, 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 ding.
Even better is that one person named Violet Jessup was on all 3 ships when something happened. She was on the Titanic when it sank. She then was on the Britannic when that one sank, and then ended up on the Olympic when it hit another ship. And so it's like, you want to talk about being either the luckiest or most unluckiest person in history, might go to her.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. Well, like, when my time comes and I'm in front of God, I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna step aside because she's got more reason to complain.
Yeah. But like, so like the Titanic sank first, and the Britannic was actually also meant to be like a cruise liner. But they refrained from doing it to learn from the Titanic. They made a bunch of changes to the Britannic before it sailed off.
Smart.
And then World War I happened, and so they actually turned it into a hospital ship for the war.
Really?
It did a whole, like, I forgot what the term is, when you're in the military and you do like a serving, like you tour, like, I don't know if it was one tour or multiple, I don't know what the unit stands for, but I mean, they basically acted in the war, came out of it okay, was about to turn back into a cruise liner again, got drafted back into the war again, or requisitioned, whatever the term is, and it was on that one that it hit a mine that was placed by a U-boat, and it went down.
Oh,
and,
I mean, you can't avoid that. Shit.
well, coincidentally, too, it was a hospital ship at that time as well. I forgot how many people were on the boat or something. It was like 1,000 something, 1,190 or something, 1,090. I don't remember how long it took to sink, but they lost, I think, like 30 people out of the whole thing. And a lot of that was
Comparatively speaking, not bad.
Yeah, I was telling Melissa, like, a chunk of those people, might have been all of them, were due to... The captain says, don't put your lifeboat in the water. You better listen, because if you do that, and the propellers are on, you're gonna have a bad time. So, they kind of learned that the hard way. So that being said, though, that you have a ship that learned a lot, like they did learn a lot from the Titanic, they actually applied it, and so it's nice to see that people learn from mistakes and try
I mean,
to make
how
things
would they
better.
know there's a friggin' mine? Well, I mean, it is a war, and
Yeah, I don't know what they had to detect back then.
was the Lusitania World War One?
I think. I actually don't remember what war. That was torpedo hits, right?
Well, Lusitania, they used that as a reason to get into the war because they said that it wasn't a weapon ship, but later they found out there was totally weapons there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was carrying passengers, but it had ammunition.
But it had weapons on it. Yeah, exactly. Also, not the first time nor last time that we do shit like that. Go for Tonkin! But you know, hey, if it works once, it can work again.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of really bad sinkings out there. I don't want to go too much into it, but there's definitely one where, yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of it. Maybe it's better that I don't, but anyways.
Meanwhile, we're talking about horrible things, and the music's like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
All I'm saying is I'm terrible by history, and it was just kind of fascinating to learn, and, you know, my heart goes out to people that go down in bad ways, but it makes me happy to know that we learn from shit. Oh my god, I'm talking about death, that's so gross.
I'm trying to liven things up.
Yeah, let's go play some games.
Okay, let's play some games. But first, we gotta say hi to some people. What is up to? Snark, grats on first on Rumble. Andrew Ray, grats on first on YouTube. JC, Sam, Ice, Kobe, and all you wonderful lurkers out there. We have the Sunday streams coming back.
Yes.
I'm so
This will
happy.
be a one-off for the moment, but I am getting excited to start doing. I'm trying to figure out which series I kind of want to do next, but this one will be a one-off where I will showcase 3 different games that are puzzle or puzzle-esque. I don't want to spoil them for people, so that's why I'm not playing the whole thing on. Plus, I think some of these can get a little tedious, and we've spent a lot of time just watching me reiterate over the same things. But that is what we will be doing on Sunday,
That's
3 p.m.
gonna be
PST,
awesome.
on YouTube, and hopefully Rumble if I can
We'll get
figure
it
out how
set
to do
up.
it.
Yeah, I'll walk her through how to do a set. Thankfully, Rumble has gotten a lot easier now. It's like you don't have to, as long as you do one setup of the stream, then, I'm actually going to show you how to do it. Because it won't have a pre-setup ready for it, but it's easy to do. So you don't have to, I would say you normally don't have to upload like a little bit of a clip, because it's got to have something to run while you're not live, and then, yeah, everything else is super easy. You just have to plug in the info and stream. Yes, Lusitania was what got the U.S. into World War I. The main cause was, Archduke Ferdinand. Oh my god. What is it? There's another YouTube channel I love watching for historical stuff. You would love them too, because they do cartoon renditions of history, and it's funny, and you learn
Is it
a lot.
like infographic style?
It's kind of
Okay,
like
cool.
infographic style, but a lot funnier.
Okay, this one definitely wasn't funny, but it was infographic style. So
Yeah,
the ones I looked at.
and they definitely covered the World War One, where it's like all the ways that Archduke Ferdinand tried to not get assassinated, and they're like just trying to chase him around, like, can we just throw a bomb in your car, please?
God.
And then it was like 2 countries that no one ever heard of or gave a shit about decided they were gonna fight, and then their slightly older sister and slightly older brother decided that, no, I'm in this too, no, I'm in this too, no, I'm in this too, no, I'm in this too. We're like, really? Do we have nothing better to... Okay, cool, yeah. You can't even spell the countries that originally got us started there, but here we go. Over... God damn it. If any of you guys know in chat, let me know. It's gonna drive me nuts until I think of the channel name, but it's wonderful. Like, they do a whole thing on Hitler, and it's really funny. The man with the crazy mustache, as they like to call him. But it was really cool. They showed like Hitler went through some shit before he went crazy, and some of it like kind of led him to go crazy. Like, he got gassed a lot. Damn, it would drive me nuts till I hear that. Okay.
Anyways.
Archduke Ferdinand versus Rasputin. Oh, it's kind of like a rap battle kind of a thing. I could totally see that happening.
No, it was more combat.
Oh, that too.
That's literally a sentence before.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
Reading.
Yeah, Rasputin was an asshole.
Who also had a hard time dying.
Oh, God, yeah.
You want to talk
Could
about
not
typical assassination?
kill that bitch.
Okay.
Okay. Fuck, where would we leave off? Why are they all the same? Oh, it's because it's the same. I think Rasputin. Yeah, I think he was in an epic rap battle. Shit, who was Jack?
I think you were with
Me,
the,
Jack? Okay.
the German accent or something.
Ah. My apologies. I should have introduced myself. I'm going Eastern European.
I was like, yeah, you're French.
So, who are you? My name is Jack Lawson. I am the CEO of Less Security. Wait, I've heard of that name before.
Less Security is the company that Frank Pritchell Tully worked for.
Oh, that's right. That's where this thing started.
I mean, I didn't trust
busting
him with his
open.
comb over, so.
It's regrettable that Let is associated with such a nasty business, but I'm hoping to straighten things out. How do you know so much about Scout? I don't, not specifically at least. I used to work at a company that was involved with robotics.
My God. Lay it on thicker.
It's lucky you were here, I guess. But what did you mean about the repair being temporary? Don't have any tools here, so it was just a quick fix. If you let me take Scout back to my office, I could.
Not with that grin.
That was not a good time, and I don't like you.
That's a face of a predator.
I need to go. I'm running late for a meeting. But the offer stands if you change your mind. Here, take this.
Huzzah!
Woo! Shall I?
Okay.
Cool. I've gotten slightly better.
Yeah, I see you playing the game online.
I do the Scouts memories just like over and
That's
over
fine, as
and
long
over.
as they're getting done. Although, I wonder if are we missing out on cutscenes when you do them? I don't know.
No, I'm not running the cutscenes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, shit. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I feel like
6,
Jack should just shave his head.
10, 11, 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, go. All right. What?
12.
To here? Oh, did I not get one?
Yeah, because it's got to be from.
Oh, right from that side, 10 to 12.
Yeah, no matter what. So.
Coolio. Okay, let's see. 6, 6, X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Yeah. A little too much of a stretch for that one just yet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bye. Negative spaces!
Bye bye!
1, 2, 2. 1, 2.
Oh, what about this
4,
music makes me want to play Sims?
It does
I don't
have
know
that.
why. It's just so cheery. I think maybe that's why it makes me feel like it.
That makes absolute sense. It is fun though. I do love The Sims. But I have to be in the right mood to play it. Like, okay, now I'm willing to spend 6 hours doing nothing but this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bye. That's gotta be part of my 6. Bye. Pretty sure that's part of my 6, but that carries into that. Okay, let's see. 2, and then it's down there, and there could be 1 up there. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my 12.
Nice.
Ba-dum. Okay, that's my 6. 2, 3, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I love when it's nice and clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why does it always do that to me? It knows how to do that. It drives me nuts. Alright, let's see here. What else can I do? 6x, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, those cannot be connected. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my 1. That's helpful. Oh, these are all 1s. I love the all 1s. Those are really helpful to me for some reason.
I just had a thought. I'm like, what we could totally do during this while one of us is doing puzzles. I wonder if there's like a random Wikipedia article generator that just like you click it randomly gives you something to read and be like, here's an article about blah blah blah. Yeah, did you know we're all gonna have like a
Dude, check your phone. Maybe they have something like that.
Kind of curious.
It's like spin the roulette wheel of Wikipedia pages.
What was the last thing I searched? Drug dealer simulator money laundering.
Of course you did.
Gotta work on financing my Villa. Villa? Villa.
4x1, x.
Wikipedia roulette. Just my luck is gonna be something like really, really terrible. Random Wikipedia pages. Hey, thank you.
Woo! Keeping it interesting, folks. That's 2.
Reminder. That was the.
Oh, it's safety reminder?
No, it just says reminder.
Oh.
That was the, I guess. The random. Ah, here we go. The Siege of Ersekujvar?
Wow, that's a name.
It's a
I
lot of
could not
accents.
even begin.
I'm not sure what language this would be. Oh, it took place during. Wait, there's 2. There's one in 1663 and another one in 1685. And in 1621 as well. Maybe it's Turkish, because it's part of the Turkish War. Okay, let's do the 1663. Oh god. I was like, the Sage of... Oh, this one says Uvar? Is that maybe how you're supposed to say it? Uvar?
I would go with that. It's a lot easier to pronounce.
Also known as the Siege of Muhassel?
Oh, that word I actually kind of know. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm no help to you.
Occurred in 1663 when Grand Vizier, which is a fucking bitchin' title.
Yeah, I want that title.
Fazil Ahmed Pasha, leading the Ottomans, invaded Habsburg Hungary and captured the Hungarian fortress of Ersekujvar. I guess it's Hungarian. The Ottoman Empire, full of furniture for some reason. I love that.
Collapse like a flan in a cupboard.
Einstein,
Bye.
build an empire and celebrate with the
World War! And then
lose
lose the whole fucking empire by the end of the war. Ah, damn it. Sounds like the Johnstown flood, and there were 3 separate occurrences of that as well. Jeez!
Once wasn't enough.
I know, right? 1, 2, 3, 4,
It was actually...
9, 10. Ah, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
So this Monday, our dad and I went to.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
It was super fun. We went down to the Titan Missile Silo Museum.
Fun.
It was really cool to see, and also very humbling in the sense of you really appreciate what the people that work in such silos have to go through. In terms of like just how
Very tight spaces.
well, yeah, and there's tight spaces, but just how like on they have to be the entire time, how
yeah.
basically paranoid they have to be every second, how prepared they have to be to go the moment something goes
Oh
bad.
god, that's terrifying.
Because like they basically have 5 minutes to launch a nuke if they
Yay!
yeah if like they're given the call. I think
Fuck, who wants that job?
yeah, well, something along the lines of like. So, assuming a nuke is fired, at least back when, you know, this was going on during, like, Cold War stuff.
Oh, like Cuban Missile Crisis era?
Yeah, it was like, we could expect that it would take 30 minutes for a nuke to reach us, and, like, 25 of that would be, you know, like, the president, I forgot what the term is for, there's a watch that's always happening, basically, to confirm, make sure that it's truly happening, like, D-Day is officially happening.
Yeah.
And then once they do that and they give it like the go ahead, like do it, the people in the silo have to immediately respond. They have 5 minutes to get that nuke out in the air before they get hit by a missile. And so,
But that other missile is still coming,
oh
so
yeah,
it's like,
that's
we're
why.
done.
But that's the thing. It's like, well, then it's not mutually assured destruction. That's the whole purpose. Like,
Oh
knowing
yeah,
that-
but if there's a nuke coming, guess what? It's mutually assured destruction.
no, it's not unless you fire back. If you don't, they just wipe you out. They're fine. That's what mutually assured destruction is.
No, I get that, but I'm like, if they fire, we're firing means everyone dies.
Yeah, that's kind of how you prevent people from firing that. They know they're gonna die if they fire one missile at you. But they can't get away with it. That's why it's mutually assured destruction. But, yeah, so they have to be able to respond like that. And so that means you always have to be ready to go, even though nothing ever happened for such a long time.
Yeah, deterrence.
I mean, it worked.
Yeah, no, I mean that has been what has kept us safe since 1945.
Yeah, so just like having to be basically at attention for however many hours, and knowing too that there's a good chance, because they're probably going to aim for the silos, that at best you get wiped out. And, well, at best you don't get wiped out. At best you actually are able to, you're far enough away that you can get out safely and that the radiation can dissipate in time for you to get out, because they have limited air as well under these places, because
great,
they're 100%
even better.
sealed. Yeah.
Just the perfect job.
The second best is that they do get hit and they get wiped out, because the third option is that they get buried in and they can never get out. And it's just like, Jesus, like that's what you're mentally signing up for. It is not just sitting around on your ass waiting for somebody to tell you to turn the thing. It's
Yeah. Well, I figured that probably was not the case.
Yeah, Snark, I was definitely telling our dad much about what Fallout is like. Like, not the game, not the actual concept. I'm pretty sure he's aware of that. Yeah. But, so that got me curious. Wikipedia dumpster diving again. I was curious of all the times that we've hit, like, DEFCON 2. And so...
Yeah, one being, it's over.
Yeah, it's like, we're done. Yeah. One of the cases, it's a totally legitimate case. It was obviously when tensions with North Korea, like, at one point were, like, really at its highest. Out of context, it just sounds stupid as shit.
Well, all of our engagements with North Korea pretty much are.
I mean, well, out of context, we went to DEFCON 2 because we tried to prune a tree.
And this is why everyone's like, oh,
Out of context, it's just like,
I
what
wish
the
the government would do this. I wish the government would do that. The government should have more money. I'm like, these fucking retards? You want to give them more money and power?
What happened was it's just that they were so on edge at that point that basically the South Koreans and the US were trimming a tree that was blocking the view, and it technically went over... No, it's not the view. Melissa, I promise you this isn't as stupid as you think it is.
I mean, my...
So, like, I forgot the name. It's kind of like a no man's land between North Korea and South Korea. I forgot what the exact term is for it. But anyways,
No
so you
man's
have
land
people
works.
like standing, you know, they watch each other while there's a tree in the way that blocked the view of the other side. And so
Okay.
the US went to trim it. The North Korea sent people over to kind of watch at first, and then they're like, no, you can't do it. And they're like, they had hatchets or whatever that they were cutting the parts of the tree down. And then the I don't know if it was a general, the official from the North Korea side said apparently he had a pocket watch, he wrapped it in cloth, put it in his pocket, and said kill them all. And so then they wiped out, like they attacked, and they killed I think two of the 2 Americans that were there with that axes. So it was like the Axe Massacre is what it was called, something like that.
Jesus!
Needless to say, the U.S. did not take any of that. And
I wouldn't.
obviously, like, it comes from the fact that tensions were already high.
Oh, of
That's
course.
what it really started it. But then they were like, no, we're gonna cut the fucking tree down now. And they went
We didn't come all here for nothing!
And yeah, eventually it de-escalated, but yeah, that's one of the reasons we went to DEFCON 2. Which again, in context, 100% makes sense. Out of context, you're like, we went to DEFCON. We almost had a nuclear war
Over a tree. I can see that happening. This is why God says, you guys need to make a lot of babies, because you have no idea how many times y'all are just gonna kill yourselves. Oh my god.
Yeah. Not good times.
No!
Apparently, at some point, I think North Korea apologized for it, so I guess we won.
They apologize for something?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I mean, I don't know how much of an apology it was. but
Yeah.
At first, they were saying, like, oh, you know, like giving out propaganda, like, oh, they started it, basically.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And they kind of went back on that eventually.
What the hell is this?
He gave us an item. It's something
Yeah, it's something.
like a card, maybe, or a disc.
Could be.
Some sort of electronic device.
There's that too. That gets rid of that. And
Gold. Why are you
gold
giving-
business card.
Yeah,
it
must
looks so
be.
much better in the playback.
I don't even, how is that a business card?
I don't know, but it looks
It
more
looks
like
more
it there.
like a gold ingot than anything.
It really does. Aw, not even a B+. Wow, that's a fucking fancy business card. If Scout exhibits any more strange behavior, give me call. Day or night, I get him fixed up. He's Russian.
He's
now.
Russian now, yeah. Fuck that bitch. This is the Russia.
Russia. God, I love him.
I can't even say because I don't speak Russian, but the whole like he goes up to the guys and he's like I get pussy or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, no, really,
And
I
I
fuck
fuck
cats.
cats.
That's what happens when you don't check your translations. Otner, I am unsure what to make of him.
Me too, Scout, me too. Oh, you gotta see his new one. It's so funny.
I'm rubbing the train car hooked on phonics style.
Oh, I completely forgot. You said you remembered something after you got shot. Did you want to tell me about it?
No. It can wait. Oh god, you're being passive aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Is everything fine?
Yeah. Are you really sure?
We should go back to Detective Cross. The situation at Crispin's apartment is most likely under control. But yeah, either because everyone's dead or...
Yeah. You're right. We can talk about your new memories later. Let's go!
Man. How can I tell her that I am murder bot?
Yeah, he's total murder bot.
Crispin.
It wrote me out of the scene.
Okay, why did you put him back in the middle of it? He already got shot once for your dumbass. It appears the area is safe.
Exterminate. Yeah.
Detective Cross, you're okay.
That was a close one, huh?
Close one. Close one. Do you have any idea how much amount of danger you were in? This is exactly what I've been trying to avoid. I mean, to be honest, she was like, totally useless.
Yeah.
No, I'm not done. You're gonna listen to me for once. Yeah, right. You and that can opener have ignored my instructions time and time again. You're so certain that you know best, aren't you?
I don't leave corpses in the street!
You've got talent, Honor. I recognize that. Back when we... No, she doesn't. She keeps blaming
No, it
everybody.
really doesn't.
And it scared the hell out of... Dude, bro. The only talent she has is finding the evidence that forensics can't find, apparently. I tried to make you reconsider, but you were too stubborn. So I figured maybe on this case I could at least teach you some proper procedure.
How? But I don't have to be bound by procedure. I am Batman! Crispin was a potential danger, so I shot him. I took action.
All vigilantism. I used to think that way too, right up until I watched your dad bleed to death in front of me.
What?
He pulled the dad card. Joshua was hot-headed too, just like you, and I was desperate to prove myself, whatever it took. A deadly comper. You were desperate, and you. Okay, I guess the two of you fucked up, is what I'm hearing.
You're Batman, but your neck isn't broke.
Neck? You mean back, right?
Oh no, from the.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
It started as a routine traffic stop. Then the guy ran. We chased after him, cornered him in an alley. It was a dead end. We
Giggity.
couldn't see a damn thing. Trying to be emotional here.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting your Oscar moment.
We should have stayed put and called for backup. Like you said, the guy was dangerous, so we took action. And
I shot
and,
him.
well, you know what happened.
No, I kind of don't.
When Crispin.
Crispin.
I don't know why I keep wanting to say that. Started shooting today. It was like seeing Joshua die all over again.
I'm sorry. Why am I consoling you? But I'm not my dad. I'm not
Yeah,
riddled
you're less
full of
trained. No, you're not. You're also belligerent, which I think you get from your mother.
Yeah, no shit. You want her?
I'm sorry, I'm with Detective Cross on this one. I had to learn these lessons the hard way, but you have a chance to avoid making the same mistakes. You can be better, so
Fuck
do
you.
better. And that means realizing when someone's looking out for you and listening to them.
No. You're right. I'm sorry. I was so eager to prove myself. I was reckless. I put you in danger. But I want you to be able to trust me, Detective. And I know this trust has to be earned. So I'll learn the procedures 6 murders later. And when things get dangerous, I'll follow your lead. I promise.
I guess that's the best I'm gonna get. And as it happens, I need your help, Scout. Of course, what do you need? We got Quithbin, and he's going away for a long time for shooting at us. But he swears he didn't kill Oliver Laurel.
He's lying! I don't know how I know that.
She hasn't learned anything.
No. Slipknotty, what up, dude? The parade float was stolen from the parking lot next to his apartment.
Said he was home all night. If that's true, there's no way you could have crashed the float in the club.
But do you just believe them?
I believe him more than you.
There's someone that can back up O.J. Simpson's story?
Not someone, but something. Take a look, Scout. Huzzah! Okay.
Oh, is it my turn for Wikipedia roulette? Oh, fuck, my phone's not up here. Damn it. By the way, Wikipedia roulette's probably the coolest thing I've ever... Ooh.
Michigan Highway.
Okay, let's talk about the M203 Michigan Highway. It's a north-south state trunk line highway in the Upper Peninsula of the U.S. state of Michigan. It connects McLean State Park, blah 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 blah. Did someone die? History. Let's see. First designated as a spur route. Aw, no one died. Okay. How do I spin this again?
Jesus Christ. You're messed up. I guess you just reload.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so it looks like if it doesn't have a disambiguation page, then it just goes straight to Wikipedia. So if you want to switch, you just refresh.
Okay. I think I know how to do that. Ooh, anthrax. Okay. Groonyard Island. In 1942, the island became a sacrifice zone. Ooh!
Right!
And was dangerous for all mammals after military experiments with the anthrax bacterium until it was decontaminated in 1990.
How do you decontaminate anthrax?
I have no clue. It's located halfway between Gerlach and Ullapool. I have no idea where that is. Let's see. can't even tell. Scotland. Okay. Biological warfare testing. This is so gonna get us flagged on YouTube. It's like, conspiracy theorists! Like, no, we're
Don't
reading
go too
Wikipedia.
dark, it's scary.
In 1942, during the Second World War, a biological warfare test was carried out on Greenyard by British military scientists from the biology department of Porton Down. The British government was investigating the feasibility of a bioweapons attack using anthrax. It was recognized that tests would cause long-lasting contamination of the immediate area by anthrax spores. Yay, warfare! So a remote and uninhabited island was required. Greenyard was surveyed, deemed suitable, and requisitioned from its owners by the British government. Porton Down meteorologist Sir Oliver Graham Sutton was put in charge of a 50-man team to conduct the trial, with David Henderson in charge of the germ bomb. Biology department head Paul Fildes made frequent visits. The anthrax strain chosen was highly virulent type called Volum 14578, named after R.L. Volum, that's convenient, professor of bacteriology at University of Oxford. That's what you want to be known as.
In fact, I guess it's not virology, so...
Yeah, no kidding. 80 sheep were taken to the island. They always pick sheep. I know, right? And bombs filled with anthrax spores were detonated close to where selected groups were tethered. The sheep became infected with anthrax and began to die within days of exposure. Some of the experiments were recorded on 16mm color movie film, sickos, which was declassified in 1997. One sequence showed the detonation of an anthrax bomb fixed to the end of a tall pole supported with guy ropes. After the bomb exploded, a brownish aerosol cloud drifts away towards the target animals. A later sequence shows anthrax infecting sheep carcasses being burned in incinerators at the end of the experiment. Wow, let's get to some happy news.
Yeah, can we get, yeah.
Shit!
This one fucking, I said don't go dark!
Well, we're kind of screwed because next up is Operation Dark Harvest. And it's connected to this.
And at least they're naming it appropriately.
In 1981, newspapers began receiving messages with the heading Operation Dark Harvest, which demanded the government decontaminate the island. Good.
Oh.
And reported that a team of microbiologists from 2 universities had landed on the island with the aid of local people and collected 300 pounds, 140 kilograms, of soil. The group threatened to leave samples of the soil at appropriate points that will ensure the rapid loss of indifference of the government and the equally rapid education of the general public. They were trying to poison the government and people in the area just to make a point.
I mean,
Wow.
to be fair, they did it to other people, so they're like, you get it back, I guess.
Ooh,
Uh,
damn. The same day, a sealed package of soil was left outside the military research facility at Porton Downs. Tests revealed that it contained anthrax bacilli. A few days later, another sealed package of soil was left in Blackpool. That bad stuff just happens to that town. Every time I hear the town of Blackpool, it's like it's never
this is
good.
the first time I've ever heard it.
Where the governing Conservative Party was holding its annual conference. The soil did not contain anthrax, but officials said the soil was similar to the one found on the island. Starting in 1986, a determined effort was made to decontaminate the island. Good. 280 tons of formaldehyde solution diluted in seawater was sprayed all over 485 acres.
What's the ramification of doing that? It's like, man, you know, we have anthrax in our forest. Let's just burn the forest down. No more anthrax.
Right? You know how you treat something awful with something more awful.
I mean, it's formaldehyde. I guess I don't know how dangerous formaldehyde is. Like, I know it's used for preservation, but I don't know in terms of, like, you know, being around it.
It's a good point. Let's see. And the worst contaminated topsoil around the dispersal site was removed. A flock of sheep, not a flock of seagulls, was then placed on the island and remained healthy. Yay! Happy ending.
Good for the sheep.
Yes, on 24 April, because they do dates weirdly, 1990, after 48 years of quarantine and 4 years after the solution was applied, Junior Defense Minister Michael Newbert visited the island and announced its safety by removing the warning signs. On 1 May 1990, the island was repurchased by the heirs of the original owner for the original sales price of £500. There was some confusion in which members of the public did not know it was only being resold to the original owners, and people from around the world sent letters to the British government asking to purchase the island for £500. Truth is stranger than fiction. Change your name to Cocktails and Conspiracies. Oh my god, that would be such a fun late night stream. We may have to do that. Snark, thank you for the idea. Oh, that is cool. What are we making?
The more you know.
Looks like
I forgot
an
actually
eyeball.
what is that? Oh, is that our badge? We're getting a badge.
We're getting a
We
badge!
don't deserve a badge. Like, never been like so non-close with a freaking protagonist.
I'd say
ever.
do it. I like the ideas. But how should we do that? Because there's a couple ways that we could do it. I love the idea of like the roulette spinning to see like, okay, what do we talk about? But how do we do it in a way that adds something? I mean, now granted, we haven't really had since, what's his name from YouTube kind of disappeared, who was the biggest conspiracy guy. Not Alex Jones, the other conspiracy guy.
Sneeze.
Yeah, I kind of love this idea too. It would be fun. Matt Pat, not so much like the gaming theory. Fuck, why can I not remember his name? I want to say it started with an N. He was like the conspiracy guy, and then he got involved, like in a business sense with the makeup guy. Shit. Jeffrey... God, I haven't seen him in so long. Jeffree Star. So he got involved in a business sense with Jeffree Star. They put out a whole makeup palette for him. It was really cool. And then, like, some bad news came out against him, and he went underground. And I don't know if he's back yet or not. Not Paul Joseph Watson. The Lock?
Keep
Oh,
up.
keep up. Okay. Octarix, what's up, dude?
Octarix. No promo. It's a small plastic disc. I do not understand the relevance.
Kind of looks like a key fob.
What does fob mean? Like, is that a short
It's a
for
dumb
something,
name
or?
for like a Shotsky thing. It's like another name for thing.
The building has some kind of fancy security system. Apparently, it remembers whenever someone goes in or out. That's creepy. I see. Would you like me to access the logs for last night? Yeah, totally. That's exactly what I like.
I know how to do my job.
I don't know why that's... Yeah. Sure. He's like, I just wanted to show it to you. I thought it was cool. It was shiny. Sure thing. Give me a moment to interface with the reader. Puzzle. Oh,
Am I-
shit.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Time code, that's you. God damn, why can I not think of, like, he was so iconic for being the conspiracy guy. I think he was the first one to break the story about Chuck E. Cheese's pizzas being, like, mashed together pieces from slices that were left over before Matt Pat got to that one. I think he made like some mention about Eugenia Cooney. God damn it, I cannot remember his name. Nate. Nice job. 27 seconds to spare, pretty good.
I did a thing. Both the interior and exterior keypad systems are linked to a central server. My work doesn't sound like that when I do.
I know. I want that
No.
sound.
The logs for last night say Quispin entered his apartment at 9:14 p.m., but did not leave until 8:29 this morning, several hours after the crash. It seems he is telling the truth, and we are wrong yet again.
Oh,
This
surprise,
proves he could
surprise.
not have stolen the parade float last night.
All it proves
Oh
is
my
that he
fucking
didn't
God.
use the door. Maybe he climbed out. Maybe he phased through a wall.
He's like,
You
I
don't
know they're gonna look for this data, so I'm totally gonna make sure. On the 6th floor, the alibi is solid on her. This is strange. The building logs also show someone rang Quispin's doorbell in the early... I don't have Becky anymore, so it's not gonna buy. In the early hours of this morning. Someone was trying to talk to them. The answer? The system does not log that data specifically, but the door was not unlocked.
So what do we do now? Both Roz and Quispin have alibis. Are we really all the way back at square one? We tend to be.
Don't be disappointed, Honor. Proving a hypothesis wrong is another step towards the truth. Ooh, throwing your boys back at you. Tin Pot's right. Besides, it doesn't mean
Offensive.
always mean going back to square one. Follow the trail back to the facts you know to be true, and strike out in a different direction. What about Fran?
Could be a case where the Chuck E. Cheese manager was killing kids and hiding the bodies by stuffing them in animatronic suits. Did you guys hear it? They finally got the green light to make the movie. So the movie's coming. We know she's been having money troubles. We know she went to Quispin, but was having difficulty repaying the loan. And we know Oliver was causing her to lose business. I don't want to think it, but maybe she was Agatha all along!
I haven't pointed my finger at her yet, so it must be her.
The Bite of 87 Pop Tartarus! What's up, dude?
Pop-Tartars. Don't get attached to the suspects, Honor. They'll only come back to bite you in the ass.
Or set us on
Trust me
fire.
on that.
Not me, I'm worried about.
Casey.
Okay, Pop Tartarus, maybe you can help us. Do you remember, like, early YouTube days, who was the big conspiracy guy before Alex Jones? I cannot remember his name. He did like a makeup palette with Jeffree Star, and then some news came out about him, and he got canceled to shit. Well, look who it is. You just can't stay away, can you?
I guess we're talking with you because you made words at me.
Howdy. Any luck hunting down the Quispin guy? Quispin didn't kill Ollie. He has an alibi. You sure don't seem to be able to catch a break today. So who is you looking into next? Well, the only real remaining person of interest is, Fran. What? I've tolerated she's poking around everywhere, but when you start suspecting one of my friends is a murderer, that's crossing the line. I don't mean to cross any line, it's just we have to follow the clues, and right now they're pointing at Fran. And I'm telling you, she didn't do it. Fran wouldn't hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. How's Fran been recently? Think I'm gonna fucking tell you? Oh, she's been fine. Sure, she gets a bit stressed sometimes, but who doesn't? Where is she now? Up in her office, I guess. And she hasn't seemed any more agitated than usual. I know what you're trying to imply, and no. Actually, ever since she booked a little NYC weekend getaway, she's been in good spirits. Fran's going on holiday? Yeah, she's going to New York to visit her drag mom, I think. Can you believe she used to be one of those bawdy Brooklyn queens? You wouldn't think about with it. You wouldn't think it with how polished she is now, would you? But it's Pride soon, right? I thought that was a particularly busy season in your field. Sure is. That's why she's only going for a couple of days. In fact, it was me that told her she should get away. Recharge the batteries before the madness starts, you know.
Seems like she's trying to get away from something. Alright, show you all the things.
But What you showing me that for?
Because I need to be thorough.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we did all that other stuff. Goodbye.
I don't think she's in Brooklyn. I think she's still here. Yo, back! Did you get that vile bully? Yeah? Don't look so happy about it. Wasn't him, I mean... What? He shot like a gun?
No, Nerf bullets.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of crazy, but he had an alibi for last night. He didn't crash into the club, he didn't kill Oliver. Well, maybe he paid someone else to do it. That's not my main line of inquiry at the moment. Oh, who's in those laser lock sats now then?
You have no tact.
Yeah, you know where Fran is. Wait, you don't mean... You better be taking the piss on her. Shit, is he supposed to be British?
Yeah,
No.
we gave up on that a long time ago.
She reminds me of Lala Escargot from Persona 5. I cannot wait until she plays Persona 5.
Voila, escargot.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be a drag name. That's the least sexiest drag name
Oh,
I've
yeah.
ever heard. And I like escargot, so don't get me wrong, but it's just like, oh.
I think it's your time to spin that wheel! I count that right? I did. Okay. Do 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 do. Boom. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I'm still manually counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to
Oh
them.
yeah, gotta do some. All right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah. Okay, let's see. Fuck, why are all these 2s? Damn it. Nope, 7 can't do. 911, cute. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's my 2. That's my 2. That's my 2. Oh, this is actually pretty nice.
All it is just really short. You know, it's like, when it's individuals that passed away, I'm like, yeah.
That's a 2, and that's my 4.
Alright. We Got Married Season 4. We Got Married Season 4 is the 4th season of South Korean NBC's We Got Married. Let me go to the We Got Married one, because I think we don't need to go into specifically Season 4.
Fair.
It's a reality variety show that aired on NBC from 2008 to 2017. The show paired up celebrities who pretended to be married couples and completed various challenges together. The show ran for 4 seasons and inspired several spin-offs, including a global edition of the show that featured non-Korean celebrities. Look at the controversies, dude. So in late March 2010, stopped broadcasting due to labor strikes, with repeat airings instead. Let's see. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, sometimes you get a dud.
Well, they were like, oh, these 2 like contestants or whatever were seen in public, like, and then people actually thought they were married. Like, what do you fucking do? Who
Yeah,
cares?
like, woo. Someone took the time to actually type that? That's amazing. The Russian Revolution? That's timely.
I'm getting a lot of people, but I'm more interested in events.
Right?
That or it's like political shit, which is like
Conspiracy roulette. Love it. Fairly certain that's a one. Yeah, this one's a little tough.
That was also political. It was the 1944 presidential election. I was working on, and I'm like, maybe like the statute of limitations on that makes it no longer a sensitive political topic at this
That would
point.
work, yeah.
But I'm not getting any. Oh, here we go. Signing is in sign language. So I'm assuming everyone here knows what sign language is.
Mm-hmm.
I know a little myself. I'm not super good. I need to get better at it. I actually was at Total Wine a couple weeks back, and the people in front of me were deaf, and so they were actually signing. And I was like, it's moments like that I kick myself for not knowing the languages better, because I could totally help and like translate, and I could definitely see some of the words, but I'm not a very fast
It's
signer,
tough,
and
especially when they
don't have a lot of
like go
vocabulary.
really quick. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's more like I can kind of potentially see, but I definitely can't sign back as well. And I have a very limited, what's it called? Vocabulary. Sign languages are not universal and are usually not mutually intelligible, although there are similarities among different sign languages.
I was gonna say, I've heard it's pretty colloquial.
Yeah. So mutual intelligibility is a relationship between languages or dialects in which speakers of different but related varieties can really understand each other without prior. So like knowing Spanish, you could probably understand a little bit of Italian.
Right.
Linguists consider both spoken and sign communication to be types of natural language, meaning they both emerge through an abstract, protracted aging process and evolved over time without meticulous planning. That's fair. No one planned for hangry or distracted. Sign language should not be confused with body language, a type of nonverbal communication.
Fair.
So what I know would be ASL as an American sign language. Let's see, history. One of the earliest written records of a sign language is from the 5th century BC in Plato's Cratylus,
Really?
where Socrates says, if we hadn't a voice or a tongue and wanted to express things to one another, wouldn't we try to make signs by moving our hands, head, and the rest of our body, just as dumb people do in the present? Dumb people meaning people that are mute.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the actual true usage of the word dumb, not like dumb. So, one of them.
Oh, that's how I had to do. Okay.
It's so great. Oh my god, that's so great. That's what it sounds like. Until the 19th century, most of what is known about historical sign languages is limited to the manual alphabets, fingerspelling systems, that were invented to facilitate the transfer of words from a spoken language to a sign language, rather than documentation of the language itself. Okay, speaking of which, because I was just thinking about, like, you know, how long it takes to actually, like, sign something out by hand.
Right.
To go back to what we talked about before, but listening to the people that are using the telegrams on, like, the ships, like, holy shit, can you do Morse code that fucking fast?
Yeah.
Like, damn. And they were like, I think that was something that was really cool about the fact, or not cool, I guess, but one of the accounts on the Titanic talked about how one of the gentlemen, people that was using the telegrams, like signing out the warnings and everything, or like the cries for help or whatnot, like he just kept going nonstop regardless of all the stuff happening. And so, and the other person that was there just like in his testament like commended him for what he did and stuff. So
That's wonderful.
I think I'm trying to remember the sentence that Cameron wrote when he went down to the Titanic, and that's when it inspired him to make the movie Titanic, but in it he talks about something like bookending it, at the beginning, the end, of future, like in the current presence with stories of what happened during, and something along the lines of like a testament to people's morality under stress.
Oh,
you
totally.
do see how people acted very, very differently during that situation where, some people steadfastly stuck to their job. Some people did in ways that were not ideal. Like, what was it, Lightoller, who would not let men board boats, lifeboats, regardless if there was space or not.
Aww.
Yeah. And so, which he got commended for his work, which, to be fair, like, he did help save lives, but I'm also like, you also killed a lot of people by making sure they couldn't get into a boat. So,
I mean, I would never send a boat that had any open seat, but the problem is like, well, we set a rule that said women and children first, and...
Well, there were two, apparently, individuals that were driving, and my understanding based on the Wikipedia articles, which I feel like had a lot of good citations, but there were two individuals that were commanding it, I think one on the port, one on the starboard side or something like that. Lightoller was one, and I forgot who the other person was, but they each interpreted differently, where women and children first was, if there were women and children, they got on first, but then if there was space, put the guys on, where, vice versa. Lightoller. And I think Lightoller also, in a crazy stroke of luckiness, at one point, I think he did go over. He actually got sucked into a vent and then expelled out of the vent and ended up getting onto one of the boats. And I'm just like, you lucky motherfucker.
Yeah, if you don't believe in God before that moment, you do now.
So, I think it's one of those things, but again, like a testament to,
Damn!
Like the testing of people's morality under stress. Like, he's an example of somebody who arguably did good and bad at the same time.
That dude! The fuck? I know, right?
Yeah.
Shit, that should be in these stories. Ooh, that works out nicely.
Anyways, that was Lightoller. So.
Oh my god.
What was I going on?
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, but then like you see the people, like the guy that worked the telegrams that was constantly sending out messages, even when somebody told them like, hey, you should just leave the room. He was like, nope. He went until basically the power went. I think before the power went out or before the room got flooded. I can't remember which. But
wow.
I don't know if he actually survived. But there's something else too. It's dismal, but
I mean, what part of this hasn't been?
Trust me, it gets bad. There's like some bad shit that went down this whole thing. But one case is like, so at the end when people were in the water, those that survived that did not get destroyed from the remaining part of the Titanic going down, imploding, and sending a bunch of like effectively shrapnel up. Yeah, fun. You think you'd be safe just being in the water, like being that last person to hold on to the very end? Not if it goes down and implodes. But like the people in the boats, there's a lot of contention about whether to go and get people out of the water, and some people did. Well, people were worried. I'm not agreeing with this, by the way, but like people were worried that they would get swarmed. But in some cases,
I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. But in like one case where I think the boat was full or something like that, and one of the guys was like wanted to get in, and they're like, no, sorry, we're full, and he's just like kind of calmly said, Godspeed, take care of yourselves. I'm just like, again, testament to people's morality under stress. Like, you get a lot of different varieties where like somebody else, I think it was a stoker or something, basically attacked the people in the telegram room or whatnot because they wanted a light vest. And so like, again, it's just desperation like all over the place.
The range is pretty amazing.
So anyways, sorry. I just find that shit interesting.
It really is.
Stories, like...
because like you see the best and the worst in humanity at the same time.
Yeah. Morse code. That guy was good at it.
Yes, he
like,
was. Shit, how am I... 1, 2. That's what I'm missing. That's my 7. That's my 4.
earliest records of contact between Europeans and indigenous peoples of the Gulf Coast region in what is now Texas and northern Mexico note a fully I can help. A fully formed sign language already in use by the time of the Europeans' arrival there.
This one is
Let me take a
fucked.
peek. So you got one extra down here.
Yeah.
4, 1, 2.
Shit, I think it's off by
1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2. Yeah, it looks like this might actually be right. This one, I feel like maybe. That's a 4 though. 1. So one of these has to go away. I think we got rid of that temporarily. 1. Or maybe you know what? It kind of it almost looks like it's a shape, but I do wonder if it's like slightly flattened.
yeah.
1, 1, and another 1. 1, 4, 2, 1, 1. It's like that could, I think though. One, 3, 2, 1, 4.
Like, doesn't it look like it, guys? Like, it's just, I split.
I know, right? But it's.
I think we may have to do it over.
I'll give it a try. Reset button?
Okay.
Give it a shot again?
Now, you try that one, and I'll spin. Okay.
I know it is challenge one because like you listen to this, but you're also trying to do this. So. Oh, well, that sucks.
Shit.
You have to refresh. Let's just do that.
Oh, got it. And then hit forward.
Maybe. Oh,
Ah! Oh. Okay, this is
is
interesting.
that a video game?
Human Defense Corps. The Human Defense Corps are a comic book military organization published by DC Comics. They first appeared in Human Defense Corps July of 2003 and was created by writer Ty Templeton. In the DC Comics universe, the Human Defense Corps is a branch of the military established by then President of the United States, Lex Luthor. Interesting.
Ooh!
To reduce
That does.
government dependency on superhumans when a major alien crisis breaks out. That kind of sounds like, what was that movie?
What about The Watchmen?
Yeah, The Watchmen.
Read the book, so much better.
The book is way better.
Although I will say Zack Snyder is really good at doing scenes with music, and I love the music
Oh,
scenes,
God,
except
yes.
the sex scene because that's the most fucking
Oh,
awkward
it's
sex
so
scene I've ever
uncomfortable
watched.
to
But
watch.
other than that, it's
Other
really
than that, it's pretty good.
like the funeral scene with Sound of Silence. That was really, really well done.
That was really
And
good.
changing of our times are changing, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
That was also a good one too.
Like, that's like the only thing I like about Sucker Punch is like the way he choreographs the music is beautiful.
That's true.
But other than that, I hate that movie. Sorry, Matt. I know you made me
I
watch
like it too. But it's basically One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I like
It
that
is One
book,
Flew
so
Over the
that's
Cuckoo's
why
Nest.
it is very
With
slow.
Don Draper.
Yeah, right. It's very, very slow in the beginning though, so
Yes.
it's hard to get
Oh.
past that for a bit.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I get it. You know, your family gone, you mental ward. Yay, can we pick this up? And oh my god, I know I've ranted about this before. It drives me nuts. Like,
Talked about it before.
yeah, her superpower is supposed to be her ability to captivate people while she dances, and she never fucking dances! Anywho, let's see here. To reduce the government dependency on superhumans when a major alien crisis breaks out, acts as backup to Earth's superheroes and specifically counter any alien threat to Earth. Membership of the Corps is open to decorated veterans of alien campaigns only. The Corps has bases all over Earth, including below the sea, Human Defense Base Area 53, which means there's 52 other ones, and in space, Fort Olympus
Jeffrey!
Orbital Defense
Also, hi, Bryce.
Station. Hey, what's up? We're
Lords of
playing
Acid.
Wiki Roulette as we are solving puzzles, and we are really going down some rabbit holes. The sea base includes scientific faculties run by Dr. Zeus, a sentient gorilla from Gorilla City, which experiments on captured extraterrestrials and demons, although its location has recently been moved off Earth. Well, ain't that convenient. Their first mission comes when the 1st Special Armored Division, Armoured, A-R-M-O-U-R-E-D, so British, are sent on a reconnaissance trip to the former Soviet satellite Belgravia to support government troops who had encountered shape-shifting aliens with high firepower weaponry and assumed to be Durlans. They are attacked in the forest of Gallants by vampiric aliens. Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
This is
actually.
like, talk about roulette. It's like take the
Damn.
roulette of pop culture and shove it as much as you can into this.
Yeah, they really did. It's like ADD in writing. Invisible to special tech weapons, but not ordinary eyesight. Well, then they kind of suck at being vampires. And all but Sergeant Montgomery Kelly of the forward platoon's 66 men are killed in the skirmish, some by blanket bombing of the area with holy napalm. Damn, that's a horrible term. A cross between holy water and fire retardant gel. Why not just use the fire retardant gel? Like, that worked in Vietnam. You don't have to add holy water to it.
How does that work?
Oh, which destroys the vampires. Okay, so why not just throw in some garlic while you're at it?
So confused.
It's so weird.
I'm so confused.
Sergeant Kelly and Colonel Reno Rossetti, who designed the weapon and ordered the attack on the drop site, are decorated as a result. Sometime after, the Corps are involved in a centaur attack in Turkey. That sounds awesome!
This is insane.
Of which nothing is known. Then
He's like, you
why
know what
do
we
it?
need this in this whole thing?
More centaurs.
More centaur.
And are also pursuing a drawn-out war against a mole-like race of underground people, racist, called the Accorti, specifically in London, England. 2 years later, after dreams of the Galats Forest incident affecting a number of soldiers who were not there, a seance held by HDC head chaplain Charlie Graham ascertains that the members of the Corps who were assumed killed in the incident are in hell, but not actually dead. And the vampires, they did the quotes, they fought were actually demons. Again, holy water and, Agent Orange kind of takes care of both of that. Interrogating Calcabrina, a captive demon from the incident, they discover a Bulgarian mage. I would love to put this in AI and, draw this. I just need to see what this looks like. They discover a Bulgarian mage has made a deal for his village to be spared the ravages of civil war in exchange for 66 souls, and the Human Defense Corps team had stumbled in and taken their place.
Why 66?
That's very
he
specific.
really wanted 666 and it's like, that's too much, but I
That's
really
too
want to
much.
keep my thing going,
Yeah.
so 66. 66.
And not a penny more. The Demon Clan took them alive to feed on their energy, of course, which is more powerful than the energy of the dead.
This is
So
so
I-
crazy.
As part of
Is this like, did AI write this? Is this a
I
fanfic
gotta
that it just
wonder.
like pulled all the things together?
Guided by Calcabrina, the 3rd Special Armored Division invade Hell, codenamed Transdimensional Interactive Zone 4. Because that looks
Say that
great on
5
Google
times
Maps.
fast.
To recover the 66 Corps members, Sergeant Kelly is supposedly killed by the demon he killed 2 years ago in the Galats Forest, but discovers he has demon blood in him
Of
as a
course.
result of
Oh my
the
god,
incident.
Mary Sue.
And cannot die, and is now blood related to the demon clans.
I love it.
He claims the staff of the demon clan's leader, Lord Scarmiglione,
Oh, Scarmiglione.
eh,
Seeing that word, I can't say it very well, but yeah.
in battle takes his place in the Corps rescued the 66 men. The 5 men, are you keeping count? Who are killed in the sortie now also have demon links and unspecified powers, and Sergeant Kelly, someone got high and made a comic book.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous I didn't think of it first.
Dear shit. And Sergeant Kelly and the 5 form a diplomatic link between Hell and Earth. Project 7734. 7 years later, General Sam Lane, Lois Lane's father, of course, who is assumed dead but obsessed by alien invasion and the Kryptonian threat,
Kryptonian.
has been working covertly on a program for the US government called Project 7734, has taken external command of Squad K of the Human Defense Corps under Colonel Hazard, of course his name was that, as part of the project, and moved the main base of Project 7734 to the home planet of another dimension.
By the way,
Not
this
named.
is what I don't know how.
Oh, so it came back to this. Okay.
But it looks like you had it mostly done. There was just something, I think, with this, maybe? This line?
Probably.
Well, which one? It was the 1312. Was that the one that was problematic?
No, it was the 11141 that was or no, or the 1412 that was problematic.
Or wasn't there like 2 or something, like 1422? Because this all looks right over here, so I don't know what...
How I screwed up. It tends to happen.
Well, I think I do know how you might have. When I was going through, I definitely saw one area where it could have been like tempting to say, oh, it's actually the 4, but you could also have fit a 2 in there in a way like... Yeah. So
Yeah.
I almost made that mistake. I'm like, oh, maybe that's what got her. What is it? We're not done with this, by the way. I'm holding on that one.
You're like, I must know how the story ends.
Ticket?
I have no clue.
What airline is that for? Promote us!
Yay! New bonus puzzles.
EA. Make parent proud. I have found what appears to be an airplane ticket, not that you can tell through the potato quality.
A flight to New York tomorrow, booked in the name Edwin Tinker. Who's Edwin?
Isn't that Fran's real name?
Oh, she definitely upgraded. Oh, that's right, but this is a one-way ticket. Fran isn't planning on coming back.
I don't know if she's really guilty, though, or maybe she's like afraid she's gonna get framed or something.
She could be afraid for her life and is running. I kind of get that feeling from her.
She
Like,
doesn't
again,
seem
I don't
like a
think
bad
the
person.
corpse was intentional.
You want?
I'll take this one, you read the rest. I have to know how the story ends.
General Lane.
Yeah, Lois is
literally,
Lane's
there's
dad.
one more paragraph. Wait, did you do the whereabouts one?
No.
The whereabouts of most of the original core team is currently unknown, although Sergeant Kelly is currently learning spell casting
Oh, good.
with his team from Project 7734. Here we go. Membership. Most of the current membership of Human Defense Corps is unknown as of January 2010, with the exception of Sergeant Kelly. Side note, I wonder the etymology of the word core. Because
I
it's
know,
got
right?
A P in
Why
there,
is there
and
a P?
I might look that up after.
Because there's a fucking H in it.
So Colonel Skinner, that's a hell of a name. Colonel Hazard, also a hell of a name. Colonel Reno Rossetti. There's all these colonels. Sergeant Montgomery Kelly. I just don't recognize any of these people. They just all have names. Oh, Dr. Zayas, seconded from Gorilla City, working on understanding alien physiology. Yeah. Alright, hold on. I love etymology. Etymology of core. Not corpse, core.
Human Defense, but the main squad has demons in it. Like, wasn't the goal to not depend on supers? Yeah, we've gone way past that.
Okay, hold the phone. So, Cora says, literally hold the phone, because that's what I'm doing. Why is the P silent in core? Because it is derived from Latin, which I would have thought the word was corpus, to French core, where... Oh, okay, so it was corpus. But it was derived to the French core, where they don't say half the letter, so... the last letters would be silent, that's why. Because French. And slightly spiky, slightly French. Okay, why is colonel pronounced that way? The big change happened
colonel?
around 50. Yeah, I know, that's how I have to say it every time I write colonel's, like, colonel's bequest.
Yep.
The big change happened around 1580 CE as the Middle French word for colonel became coronal, based on how it's spelled, like saying all the letters. We pronounce colonel with an R because we borrowed it from Middle French, and Middle French pronounced and spelled it with an R. So even though it's spelled with an L, we say it like we're French, apparently.
Oh, okay. That
Because
helps. Reasons.
like, why would you just randomly say, like, well, colonel sound too hard to say, so colonel. Why is the R silent in February? Which I actually say February, but I know it used to, like, if you don't know the R is in there, February is kind of the common way of saying it.
I agree with you on that one.
The loss of the first R in the pronunciation of February is in part the result of a process called dissimilation, or haplology, where one of two similar sounds in a word is sometimes changed or dropped to avoid the repetition of that sound. Hold on, there's another one on here I want to look at, but haplology. So I mean, like, Wikipedia dumpster diving so fun, although this is just on Google. The omission of one occurrence of a sound or syllable that is repeated within a word. For example, probably for probably.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you just don't need to say all this stuff. Come on. Time's money.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is ironic because is haplology just haplogy then? Is that how you pronounce it?
I would say so.
Because that would be... Oh, ha ha ha. Linguists sometimes jokingly refer to the phenomenon as haplogy because that's basically
works.
what it is. So, as a general rule, haplogy, I'm going to say it now, occurs in English adverbs of adjectives ending in LE. For example, gently as gently, ably as ably.
Oh.
Because words. Alright, going back to what... I'm pretty sure I answered this correctly for you, but... Sorry, there's something... I'll get to this next one in here, but... Why is lieutenant pronounced lieutenant?
I've always wondered that.
French. So, according to military customs, a lower-ranking soldier walks on the left side of the senior officer. This courtesy developed when swords were still used on the battlefield. The lower-ranked soldier on the left protected the senior officer's left side, therefore lieutenant.
Oh, that makes sense.
But I'm pretty sure the lieu is because in French that's left. So
wait, is that no? Gauche and droite.
What is it?
One of those is left and one is right.
Okay, oh, yeah, you're right actually. But lieu is a French word.
In lieu of, yes. In place of. But I don't think lieu means place. Let's see here. 3, 2. Oh, that could work. Negative space! Y'all didn't remember.
The British
this. Might be that.
pronunciation of lieutenant derives from its history, much of which remains obscure. Pre-modern spellings as L-U-F-F, L-E-I-F show that the left pronunciation has a long history, but was no means the sole one. Okay. I stand corrected. There's another funny one in here. Why can't Brits pronounce R?
What?
British English is non-rhotic, R-H-O-T-I-C. The letter R is not pronounced after vowels unless it is also followed by a vowel. The letter R can indicate a change in the quality of the vowel that precedes it.
Interesting.
Oh. Why did the British say aluminium? They put an extra I in there. Aluminum was has not been obtained in a perfectly free... Wait, I'm just getting close to that. A publication made in 1808, whoever said this, stated that had he been successful in isolating the metallic substance he was after, he would have proposed the name aluminum for this elusive element. Fairly unconvinced by this first name, he used the word aluminum in a book publishing 4 years later when mentioning that aluminum has not been obtained in a perfectly free state. Nevertheless,
It hasn't?
Well, I mean, this is 1808.
Yeah, that's true.
So, nevertheless, other British chemists decided to adopt the name aluminium. They thought it had a more classical sound and was in line with the ending of...
Fuck that up!
Confusion began the debates. Yeah, okay, so basically they just said it sounded better. How do British people say no? How to say no politely like a Brit? English in a minute, YouTube. I mean, to be fair, for people that are non-English speakers, not speaking, like, including American speakers, or excluding American speakers, I should say, like, yeah, that's probably a very legit question.
That's a very good question.
But if you're...
And speaking of, with science as my shepherd, I sleep a carefree sheep.
Fancy.
It's a big day. It's the Quebecian.
Quebecois.
Thank you. She does French better than I do.
I know
National
somebody
holiday.
who speaks Quebecois, so that's why.
Russia is starting a civil war with Putin, and you're streaming. Wow. Yes, I did
There's a
hear
whole lot
about
of
the
stuff
Russian
going on right
civil
there.
war.
I didn't. Holy shit.
But I have like, I'm one of those like it's kind of too good to be true. No, granted, like Russia goes into civil war every like 50 years or so, but I don't know nearly enough to be able to extrapolate any details.
Andrew says, "Je ne Quebecois." Dude. I was so excited when my friend, when he came here from Montreal, and he speaks French, and I was like, oh my god, you speak French. I took 5 years. Somebody finally in Arizona I can speak French to, because I totally planned that. And I was like, speak French to me, and he talked, and I was like, I have no fucking clue what you said. Because Quebecois, for those that are not familiar with it, is very different than your typical, like, French, in the sense of letters get dropped a lot.
They had to
kind
create
of like
another
how-
language?
What's that?
They had to create another language?
I mean, it's kind of like how Australian came to be, right?
Oh,
like, it's
that's
English,
true.
but it's a very different style of English, right?
Yeah.
Compared to American or, like, British English. So, for example, in French class, we learned to say c'est un, like, it's a.
It's
But apparently in Quebecois, it's done. Because they just tighten it up.
Oh,
And
okay.
apparently also, to curse in Quebecois is to use church words. So,
Interesting.
stun and quad tabernacle is like, it's a tabernacle choir, is basically.
Because I always thought that tabernacle was a some kind of like 4-letter word, at least in Canadian.
I mean, it's the sentiment, I think.
Yeah.
It's like, I think in French they say something like, your head's a cheese sandwich.
I'm not surprised. They probably
Where
would
in
say
America,
that.
we just say, you fucking walnut.
I have not heard someone call someone a fucking walnut.
You
and
ever
I'm
heard me
pissed.
drive?
I have, and I've never
Not that
heard
one,
you use
probably
the
'cause
word
it's
walnut.
worse.
Ah, Khalees. Yes, I know that one.
For an Anglophone, yeah, fair. Yeah, I definitely don't claim to have a good accent. Slang French. Yes. I mean, it's like, it's legitimate in the sense that people, I don't know, some people get really like finicky about words. Words are meant for communication.
Of course.
If you speak and somebody understands you, you are legit. So
Yes.
people are like, oh, you can't say that.
Did
you have
your
to
idea
say
get across? Yes, then you won.
February. Then it's like, I like,
February. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck you.
I get so much shit over like saying milk and hello or whatever and flag, and I'm just like, y'all fuckers understood me. So
So it worked. So
Like-
shut your pie holes.
yes, I'm like, I don't want to move my jaw that much. It's
No.
too much work to say flag or milk or pillow.
It's a weird one.
What's that?
It's a weird one to say it that way.
I don't know. I get shit for stupid stuff. I'm like, you didn't speak English right. Who cares?
Yeah. Have you seen people in America? We don't speak it right.
I know, and like, so I work with a lot of people overseas, especially from South America. And I feel so bad because they always apologize for the English, and I'm like, dude, English is my first language, and you speak better than me. So seriously, don't stress about it. And besides, your English is way better than my Spanish. Chalice, Plata? Is that right? False cleric? Oh! I feel like that's a horrible diss in like Dungeons and Dragons from a paladin to a.
Oh, totally.
I know how much your mouth must be opening and closing while speaking Quebecois. Take a British who only moves the bottom part of the jaw and do the opposite. Move all of the mouth. That's see, I don't even. I probably speak more British-like thing because I definitely don't move my jaw much when I talk. I don't know what I speak like. Apparently, I have a Wisconsin accent. I don't know how the hell that came to be, but. That's what I've been told. I've also been told I look like Kristen Stewart, so who knows?
I can see it.
I was born first.
Oh, let's see. This one's tough.
I just want Tim Hortons.
I don't think I've ever had Tim Hortons.
That was my big thing when I went to Canada. I was like, motherfucking Tim Hortons. What's happening? The Timbits. I think you can get them in North America too, but
probably.
We don't live in North America, so we have Dunkin', which is okay.
Eh.
We have Bosa. Bosa's fucking baller, and Rainbow Donuts.
Yes.
That's a big Bosa.
Bosa donuts are, really good.
We're digging into some gaming content in Quebecois. Check out, is it Luduc?
That name sounds familiar.
Luduc. Tidbits and myths around gaming. That sounds cool.
Yes, that's gotta be the 2, and I think that's the 1.
I still like the name. The science is my shepherd, I sleep, a carefree sheep.
That is a
Say
cool
that 5
name.
times fast. That's like your sobriety test. If you can't say that clearly, you're either A, or super drunk, or B, me, because English hard.
Can it be all of the things at once?
Working on it.
Okay.
That's a joke. I'm not even feeling tipsy. Oh, Luduc. Okay, gotcha. Gracias.
Okay. Damn it. Some of these are just so far out from each other. Or what's the next on the wheel?
Yeah. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
I'm scaring the hell of you all with the shit we find. That should work.
No people, unless they're interesting. Huh. This might be interesting. It's a short one, but Bella Fromm, which I actually know somebody whose last name is Fromm, so that's interesting, was a German journalist and author of Jewish heritage who lived in exile in the United States during World War II. She's best known as the author of Blood and Banquets, 1943, an account of her time as diplomatic correspondent for Berlin newspapers during the Weimar? I mean, that's German Republic?
Yes.
And
I think we have to swap. I fucked this one up twice.
Great! I got you, fam! Lisa to the rescue, maybe.
World War II, she's best known for author of Blood and Banquets during the Weimar Republic, and of her experiences during the first 5 years of the Third Reich. I was gonna say, normally the Weimar Republic is not spoken of very highly, and
I have no idea what
is
it is.
why.
I suck at history, for the record. I actually have a better brain for history now than I did growing up. Go figure.
Let's see. What we got here? Whole lot.
Is there anything like nothing? I'm surprised because it seems like it was going down.
Yeah,
the path of
I'll how do I respin?
Just hit next. Mayfly.
Mayfly? Yeah, probably not.
I would request no parasites or spiders.
Oh god,
Those are
yeah.
my limitations.
Okay, now I know how to do this.
I just want to speak with a French accent. It's probably not a good French accent, but
Damn it.
I used to be good at a French accent. Once upon a time. Or so saith my French teacher. He was Canadian.
That works. Damn it.
Yeah, I just hit next. Yeah. Apparently after the first one, then you just hit next to get to the next.
me something juicy. Yeah. Oh, damn it. No. Oh, okay. Well, I don't. It says in popular culture. Brexit in popular culture. Brexit is a commonly used term for United Kingdom's withdrawal from the European Union on 31 January 2020, which resulted from a referendum on 23 June 2016. I'm assuming this is at least somewhat historical. British government led by David Cameron, which is interesting because I have like no information about this at all, held a referendum on the issue in 2016. A majority voted to leave the European Union, but it doesn't seem to say why. Which is always what I was wondering. Like, okay, you're gonna leave, but why are you leaving?
I definitely remember, I mean, I'm sure this is the minority, like a minority group, but they remember them interviewing people about like when Brexit went through. They're like, I didn't know what I was voting for. I'm like, I think it was pretty obvious on the fucking paper. Like, it wasn't one of those things that's super complicated. It's either, I mean, the ramifications maybe, but they were like confused of, oh, leaving the European Union means leaving the European Union. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in the name?
Well, yes and no, because you don't know what all comes with being.
That's why I said
European
I'm not talking about the ramifications.
Oh, okay.
They literally did not know what they were voting for.
Ooh.
That's what I mean. Like, but I'm
Okay,
sure
fair.
it's a very small minority of people that did that. But it was kind of also like, oh man.
Yeah, also 5 likes! Thank you guys. Although there is Brexit in food and drink. Brexitovka, also known as Brexit vodka. Did you guys know this was a thing?
Probably needed it after
Is
that.
a premium craft British vodka from Norfolk in England, which commemorates Brexit.
Jesus Christ.
Because this needed to be a thing. It is the first brand of spirit to explicitly commemorate Brexit. Brexitovka. And they gave it a Russian name. I don't know. Was launched by an Anglo-Polish. Oh, that's probably why. Eurosceptic. I can't even begin to pronounce that.
Przemyk de Skuba Swisinski?
Yes, all the letters.
Maybe?
At the February 2017 UK IP conference with the slogan, Celebrate Brexit in style or drown your sorrows with Brexitovka.
Somebody just like saw it and took it, and I'm proud of them.
Marketing! Okay, I need to find myself a bottle of this, and I'm
Kinda
gonna
like
crack
try
it
it.
open in one of these streams, and we're gonna drink it.
Yes. I'm done.
The company was struck off the company's house register in April 2018 before the UK left the EU. In October 2020, the Brexit biscuit shortbread with
I love a shortbread.
Oh god, me too.
Oh my god, I want.
With a half EU flag, half Union Jack design. Ooh. Was launched. It came in a wrapper printed with the text of Article 50 and were meant to be snappable. We learned something!
We did also, I think I fucked this up.
I'm glad it's not just me. I fucked this one up so bad.
I missed that one.
Oh, that's a pretty gun. But that's not gonna have much on it. Let's see, what else?
I think I might have fixed it. Might have recovered. Didn't crap! One more time.
Damn it.
Fuck's sake.
Give me
What is
something
happening?
interesting.
1, 2, X, 1, X, 1, 2, X, 1, 2. Okay, this one's all the way through. I might just have to talk through this so we can actually get this done, because...
That's totally fine.
Damn, this is problematic.
God, just keep sending us to the really safe shit.
I mean, it's everything, so it's not like you get to say
that's
what you
true.
want for your category du jour.
Oh, okay. A Pfostenschlitzmauer. German for post-slot wall, is a name of defensive walls
Wasn't quite
protecting...
sure that's what you were saying.
I don't even know. Is a name for defensive walls protecting Bronze Age and Iron Age hill forts and Opita in Central Europe, especially in Bavaria and the Czech Republic. They are characterized by vertical wooden posts set into the front stone facing. The rampart is constructed from a timber lattice filled with earth or rubble. The transverse crossbeams may also protrude through the stone facing, as with the Murus Gallicus used in Gaul and Western Germany. It is sometimes referred to in English as the timber-framed wall. And that was everything interesting about that.
Fair enough. Today I learned.
But man, that's a lot of letters for a fucking wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Man, that's German for you.
13, 16, 17, 18, 19 letters to say wall.
Well, a type of wall, anyways. it seems.
Yes. No sports ball. You are learning a lot tonight, Snark.
You have to be accept your fate. Yeah. 5.
Sports ball. No one watches the blacklist.
It's going to X 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 has to be.
Damn it. I wish there was like Wikipedia just dedicated to conspiracy theories. That would be fun. Also, I would like never leave my house. I don't care about moths. Also, we seem to be stuck on a lot of biographies.
2. This has to be the 3. I think that's what I screwed up with last time. I think I caught it this time.
I'm glad I'm not the only one to get stuck on this one. 'Cause, like,
It's
why did I
Trixie.
screw this up?
It's Trixie too.
It's tricky.
Tricky.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Rock around, it's right on time.
It's tricky.
It's tricky. I don't really like this one. But it's fine. It's a fine song.
Yes.
The X one. 2.
Oh! Peck! The Peck were a type of gnome-like creatures in Scottish mythology. They were of short height, but extremely strong.
I love that you get an accent when you read this.
I know, right?
Continue.
They brewed heather ale and battled against the Scots. In one fairy tale, an old blind Peck is on his deathbed. He asks 2 young men if he can feel their arm muscles to feel how strong they've grown. One of the youths plays a prank on him, giving him a metal cup instead of his arm. The Peck elder snaps the metal cup with his fingers, shattering it to an amazement of the youths. Even sick on his deathbed, he is stronger than them. The Peck were thought to be one of the aboriginal builders of the stone megaliths of ancient Scotland, along with giants. They might be giants, and they might be related to Picts and Pixies. I can't do a Scottish accent to
You
say
know, we were just
Michael
along for that ride. It's fine.
Also, peck is used as a slur. That's true. Oh, I love the original movie Willow. I was like, when I heard they were gonna make it a TV show, like, no, leave it alone. I did a Wikipedia search for list of conspiracy theories. Interesting. Any good ones we should look up? Out of the way, Peck! God, I miss that movie. Like, there's gotta be a dark web version of Wikipedia.
Oh, maybe.
Send me the link on Discord. Thank you! Closest I can call a dark web Wikipedia would be Encyclopedia Dramatica. Interesting.
Dramatica?
You know what? Hopefully it's not.
She's living in Encyclopedia Dramatica.
Encyclopedia Dramatica. Is a satirical online community centered around a wiki that acts as a troll archive. Oh, that's the Wikipedia of the Encyclopedia.
I was gonna say, I thought that's what you're purposely looking up.
Let's see what they got. In lulls we trust. I love it. Oh god, there's anime portals, anonymous, chans, crime, deviantart. Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh!
welcome to the
Oh,
internet.
and horse! That's
yeah.
lovely.
Now I'm curious, goddammit.
Alright, we're clicking on horse.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Oh, unfortunately this isn't easy to read. Damn it!
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was intriguing. I'll take us back to that.
Okay. So that to
Damn. No footballers! God.
it's good.
Ooh! Execution of Louis the 16th?
Yep.
Louis the 16th, King of France, was publicly executed on 21 January 1793 during the French Revolution at the Place de la Revolution? Really? Like
Place
in
de
the
la
revolutionary
Revolution?
place. At his trial 4 days prior, the National Convention had convicted the king of high treason in a near unanimous vote. While no one voted not guilty, several deputies abstained. Ultimately, they condemned him to death by a simple majority. Democracy in action! The execution by guillotine was performed by Charles Henri Sanson.
No, I said Henri. Probably because the colonel's bequest.
Yeah. Then High Executioner of the French First Republic. How do you get that job?
You don't throw up when you do it?
Yeah, and previously Royal Executioner under Louis. Well,
ironic. Alright, what do you think this is? Because I'm about to hit the button.
I cannot tell.
I already forgot what we were doing, but it was something important. What the hell is that? Box? Shoebox.
Shoebox. Okay.
I was gonna say it looked like a shoe, now it looks like a box. Well, I guess there you
It's a
go.
shoebox.
Get that sweet, sweet points. Oh, nerd, look at this.
Huh? It's just a package for Fran. What's the big deal?
I performed a subsurface scan to determine its contents. It contains a pair of sneakers. They match the pair we found outside Quispin's apartment inside the float.
What? That can't be a coincidence. Anyone with shoes is guilty. Come on. I don't want to fall out with you. Trust me, Casey, I don't want to fall out with you either. I'm just imagining them like pointing guns at each other.
Emotional guns.
Glad to hear it. So who actually is your next suspect then?
We are currently investigating whether it could have been Brad.
That's exactly what I didn't want to hear. Look, Casey, it's not personal. We have to investigate every lead, and all the other avenues have led us nowhere. Well, don't expect this one to either. You seem very sure that Fran didn't do it. Because I know her. Because I've spent years of my life with her. I've lived with her. I've fought with her. I've cried with her. And every moment tells me she could never kill someone.
I was gonna say, I lived with her, I fought with her, I've cried with her. That basically sounds. I mean, that's what people who are like
It's a good
kidnapped
Yeah.
also say. So, like, I don't know if that sounds good.
Wait, is that Munchausen's or where you fall in love with your abuser?
Stockholm syndrome.
That's it.
Well, the person that's holding it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Munchausen is the other way around, where they, the like kidnappers, like grow appreciative. Not appreciative, but I know what the right word is.
Yeah.
But like, they grow attached to the people they have, and I think in the Munchausen situation, I think they let them go because they were like, okay.
Maybe not deliberately. Not ever. Listen, it wasn't that long ago that you were in the frame for murder. And I'd have said exactly the same about you as I'm saying about Fran, because that's what a friend does. I get it, and I appreciate it. I really do. If it wasn't for you, I might not have realized just how much Ryan messed my head up. Without you in my corner, I don't know if I would have the strength to leave him. Oh, stop all that. I just helped you see what was going on, that's all. The rest was up to you. You're the one who saw it through. And I did that because I see how good a person you are. I would have done the same for Fran. That's why you have to believe me. You're barking up the wrong tree here.
I mean, if she is the murderer, I don't think she did it on purpose.
No, I mean, all of this indicates that that guy wasn't killed intentionally.
Yeah.
How has Fran been acting today? Worried, tired, irritable, distant. Basically exactly how you'd expect someone to be when they've just had their livelihood smashed to smithereens. Yeah, just forget the dead guy. Where is she now?
They smashed some rings.
She'd locked herself away in the office, said she had to call the insurance company. Rather her than me, I hate those call centers. Those dumb voice recognition machines will never understand a... Oh, fuck, he's British?
You said this is the third time you've said that.
I know, I have no memory.
And we said screw the British accent too hard.
Nah,
Do
he's
Southern
Southern.
instead.
Oh, no offense, Scout.
I'm taken, Casey. I didn't understand what you said anyway.
That's your British. Very funny.
Oh my god, Scout, you're so cute. Alright, how do you feel about shoebox?
When did this package for Fran arrive? Well, that, some motorcycle courier dropped by while you were off chasing... Yeah, try doing a lisp and saying Crispin in a... Yeah, in a southern accent. Quispin! You said it was an urgent delivery.
Okay, now this makes me think that maybe someone's trying to frame.
Very likely. Scout scanned the insides as a pair of sneakers, the same type we found near the crash float, and at the parking lot where it was stolen. And you know how crazy everyone goes for trainers, sneakers these days. Probably just a popular pair. Who was talking about sneaker shoes? Was that, the other gal or the dead guy?
What? Dead guy?
Yeah.
You guys don't talk.
No, but they said he always showed up, and I think the reference to sneakers was either to him or it was to the girl.
They just said that there were sneakers that were found. I don't think they were the dead guys. They were just They thought it was a person that drove it who lost the sneaker.
Oh, okay. They're the same size, too. Coincidence, I'm telling y'all.
Oh man, we're about to have a fallout.
Hey, see, I have to show you something, but I don't want you to get mad. Is it a kitten? I think it's probably the only thing guaranteed to not get me mad. Scout found this airplane ticket while you were looking around. It's Fran's for her holiday to New York, but it's a one-way ticket. What? Let me see that. I'm sure there's a sensible explanation for all this. Maybe she didn't have enough cash right.
She has cash to stay wherever she's at, though.
Yeah, maybe she didn't have enough cash right now, and she's gonna buy the return ticket when she's out there. Or maybe she just wanted some flexibility about when she came back. See, there are loads of reasons why she might have gone and done this. She has to come back soon. It's Pride next week. That's her biggest time for business. Well, that was just an example, okay? Whatever it is, I know there's a reasonable explanation.
We're gonna lose our bestie over this. Honor, I don't think we're going to get any further with this line of questioning.
Glad to see someone gets it.
Because I need to be thorough. Well, this one back. I was like, where's the back one? Back to the office.
Ooh! Fran, in there? Fran?
There might be a dead body in here. Perhaps we should come back later.
There's some.
That was a whole lot of nothing.
Does he still want to talk? Because that option still seemed... Yeah, her! I
Well,
thought something about
it doesn't-
sneakers was with her.
It doesn't mean I can do anything. I mean, we can show her the evidence because we have that now, but...
Found a package for Fran. Any idea where it comes from? Some motorcycle courier came in while you were out dealing with Quispin. That must be what they dropped off. It's a pair of sneakers. They sure look comfortable. Sometimes I really regret getting a job where I have to wear high heels. They're also identical to the sneakers found near the crash parade float and at the parking lot where how many shoes were taken? Where it was stolen from. Oh, I'm sure they aren't identical.
True, the nuclear is clean with no signs of wear. Other than that, there is a 99.14% match.
And what do you know? You look like a pile of junk all taped together.
Argumentum ad personam, jeez.
Yeah, hello.
Now look, you heard his his binary feelings. Non-binary, but he is binary because he is an actual
Zeros and ones.
He is zeros and ones. So
Sorry, little guy, I didn't mean it.
wait, he's non-binary, binary. I'm so confused. It's a paradox.
Too many rules.
Yeah, that's right. Don't be so mean. Nobody asked you to be a bully.
Let's take a look at this. It's Fran's airplane ticket. And look, it's a fucking one-way ticket. How dumb are you people gonna be? She's not coming back. What? Error. There must be a return ticket somewhere you just haven't found. Wow, really? Talk about cognitive dissonance. Like, just fucking question. Right, any idea where it might be? I don't know. She tends to keep important stuff in the safe behind the drink storage. It's got a fake wall covering it, thank you. Which is probably why your little buddy didn't find it.
I have a secret storage and drug dealer simulator. Wait, even walls can't pretend to be something they aren't. This is so confusing.
I saw I get something from there the day I did a running jump into the splits off the stage and broke a table. What can I say? The power of Whitney compelled me.
That's awesome. It's not right, but it's okay. I don't think you care about this. Probably don't care about that. Still don't care about that.
Did we show her the shoes?
Yep, that's what I showed her, and she was like, me. Alright, can I go back? more time.
We
It's the same thing. Ran! Investigate good times. Come
come
on.
on.
There we go, sir. You want?
I'll try it. I gotta
Alright, I will watch you this time.
clean my name a little bit.
We're gonna focus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. When that happens. 2. B. And that could be.
So on this one, you can put an X there, because either it's going to be 1, 2, or this is going to be 1.
Oh,
but you definitely know
yeah.
if
That's a
gonna-
good trick. I like
You
that.
just can't put it on the other side.
Yeah. I did not think about that. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Damn it. Okay, let's try this guy. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's see. Stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I don't know if any of that helped. Let's see, this one.
is progress.
That's got to be my 7. 1, 2, X, 1, 2, 2, X, 1, 2. That's my 3. That's a 1. This is my 7.
Look at you, getting good.
5, 6. Yeah, 'cause with everything but counting. Okay, now we can fill in a lot of these. Yeah, once I get the outsize, oh, I'm definitely jamming. Yeah, that's solid. Okay. Yay! That's my 2. Somewhere there's my 7. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's gotta be my 2.
That's what it reminds me of the music in Sims 3 for when you set up a character for the first time.
Yes!
Yeah!
That's totally it. 6. 3, 4, 1.
Yeah, I don't know if people played Sims 3, one of the expansions, the mermaid one. It's like so much potential. It is hands down the buggiest shit I've
Really?
ever experienced.
Oh, that
actually on the
sucks.
commercial market. Like I had to look so hard for so many mods to deal
Really?
with how broken the game is in order to get it to
Damn.
play. I got it to work, but God, it was frustrating.
That's fucked up.
I was desperate. I wanted to be a mermaid, goddammit.
I identify as a mermaid. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm guessing you're using Elijah Schlesinger's commentary on the
Yes! I love her! She's so funny. 1, 1, that's my 2, that's my
Hey Ice, how you doing?
You just realized Ice was here.
I'm sorry. Wait, what? Ice, how long have you been here? I'm sorry. Was this while I was doing the last puzzle?
Like 2 puzzles before.
Sorry, Ice. I don't know. It's just a hot mess. I'm sorry.
That's
But
okay.
also hi.
Alright, let's see here.
Got attention span of a gnat. What's a gnat? That's from, oh shit, what's that called? Main character's Bob, and no, it's not Bob the Builder. Let's say dot hash slash is not the right thing, but the main character's dot, one of the main or side characters is dot matrix.
Ha! Love the
Reboot!
name.
That's what it was, Reboot!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
That makes sense.
Mike the TV, I think is his name is.
That
He's like,
sounds about right.
they all get made to look like bugs in one of the games. He's like, and I'm a gnat. What's a gnat? Kid shows. I actually bought it. Well, I got it for Christmas. Like, I think it's most of the box sets, like the first couple seasons. I still need to actually watch them again. God, they're so good.
Reboot was a good show.
I love Reboot.
Shit.
It went like kind of heavy too after. Oh, go ahead.
Wow, he was here for the Titanic discussion.
Which one? They were like 16.
We did have quite a few talks about that.
I'm sorry,
That can't be it.
not very observant.
That's my 1 then. And that's my 7. I hope I didn't fuck this up. Okay.
Because I was looking away for a second, so I didn't see what you did.
I'm a small man with a giant...
Don't fucking up.
That's my 9.
I thought you said that earlier, unless you were saying it was different from like PECH. About the pet comment in Willow.
Oh, that was Snark.
Oh, okay. Because the science is also bringing it up too. So, fair point. Always love those words that mean other things that are not so nice in other languages.
Oh god, yes.
Like,
it's so fun.
here's a delicious Filipino food that is effectively like a cheese bread called puta.
Of course it is.
The fun thing is 1 year in college, I had a Filipino roommate. And one of my close guy friends was from Mexico. Well, not he wasn't from Mexico. I think he was like first or second generation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was fun when he came over one day for dinner and he's like, oh yeah, we're serving a puto. And he's like, what?
Run that by me again?
Like, very much a good Catholic, upstanding boy.
Totally.
And he was just like, excuse me?
I can't be part of this conversation.
Hector.
1, 2, 2.
You
Okay.
always call me Mija. We're still friends. We just don't really see each other anymore because it was college. And fucking all that.
And yeah, that is tough. X1, X1, 2. Okay, so 2, X1.
Oh my god, it was so good though. Oh, I miss Pancit so much. And ube bread. I got so spoiled.
God damn it, you're making me hungry.
I know. Stephanie, come back and feed me. It was so delicious.
That's definitely negative spaces.
It was funny because she asked me to be one of her bridesmaids for her wedding, and like I barely got to know her mom, but apparently her mom remembers me. And
Oh,
her,
is that the one who totally loves you?
I don't know, maybe. I think you might be thinking Cassie's mom.
Oh, yeah, I think.
But because this was way earlier too. This is before you moved down to Arizona. But her mom remembers me, and she calls me by the word that she remembers me by. I'm yummers to her because every time she would talk about, like, Steph would talk about buns, I'm like, oh my god, yummers! Like,
Oh, okay.
And so that's what my nickname, her mom's nickname for me is yummers, because
That
that's what I
works.
talk about all the time. So I get like fish balls and shrimp balls, and
Oh,
then we
shrimp
get
balls
two
were the
noodles.
best.
It was so good. And then we get banana lumpia. It was so
I do love lumpia. Well, I mean, deep fry aluminum siding, and I fucking love it.
That too.
Yeah.
But also, I miss Pancit so much. Oh, and she would, every time she go up to San Jose and bring back food, she brings back ube bread. I love ube bread. I'm so sad right now. I miss all of these things. Oh.
You okay?
No, because they were so delicious and I'll like never have them again.
Oh my gosh.
No, we do have Lily's, which is a Asian grocery store here that used to, I think it used to be just Chinese food, but they've really expanded on other things. They might have ube bread. But yeah.
It sounds good.
Stephanie lived in San Francisco, so obviously
Oh,
she had
yeah.
access to a lot. And I think she was in like the south part of San Francisco, so like, yeah, access to a lot of the more ethnic foods compared to like what is traditional.
Oh,
American.
totally.
Oh my goodness. I love pancit, and she makes so much pancit. It was so delicious. And I would eat so many shrimp balls.
God damn, now I want to dip
I'm
sauce
sorry,
so bad.
but I love the food so much. I'm gonna have to learn how to make this. But then
Yes,
you'll
you
probably
are.
be the only person that eats it with me. 'cause, like,
Well, I totally will be.
I mean, Dad might eat it actually, because
He
it's kind
might.
of similar in some ways to yakisoba.
I don't know, like, if you pitch it right to Mom, you might get her to eat it.
She won't like the seafood aspect of it, even
Yeah,
though I think
I-
it's made with chicken stock. So like,
Probably.
I think he just doesn't eat the shrimp balls or the fish balls.
That's
or
true.
The fish cake. That was also the
fish cake.
The kind of stuff that you normally get in ramen.
Yeah. Wait, that's the 2. Then
Okay, how do you make
here.
pancit? This might have to happen.
Next to Wikipedia. Okay, so if we want to trick the YouTube algorithms, I love the Spiffing Brit. He's a great channel to follow.
Oh, this pancit's very different.
Must remove the like and then re-add the like. I remember that there was a way that if you did that, you could actually take someone's subscriber count all the way down to 1. Like some bored ass troll did that to me way back in 2016 before they hot fixed that. It was pretty funny to see. Let's see, 2-5, that one's done. 4-3, still needs some work.
These are very different.
These puns are killing me here. That's my 3. That's a 2.
I'm gonna have to message her.
Yeah, send me recipe.
See. That was the last time I saw her. It was
Oh, wow.
a very interesting wedding.
How so?
We spent far more time setting it up than we did actually at the wedding. We
Oh,
weren't
really?
allowed to drink or dance at the wedding because of the nature
What?
of the religion, which I don't remember what it was.
Oh.
The wedding, I think, started at like 2, and we were completely wrapped up, including the reception, at 5.
Wow.
And I remember heading back. We were also in like, where's she, in Mattoon, Illinois, I think is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And so like we were in the middle of fucking nowhere. And we were gonna do a bachelorette party the night before. We were gonna go to Champaign. Somebody thought that we would be able to get an Uber. Nobody Ubers in that part of the country because it's like so rural. Like it's not out there. So that was interesting. Like I got to an airport and then I had to drive 2 hours to get to where like I think it was Mattoon. That's where it was at.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, so we didn't actually end up doing the bachelorette party, not because of the distance, which I would have just driven the rental I had and just taken care of them, but because we spent so many times going to Walmart the night before to get decorations, last minute decorations for this thing.
Really?
It was a very small wedding.
Oh.
Like there was a good bunch of people here, but it was the kind of wedding where you have it like at a church. You don't get a wedding planner. You just set things up yourself, sort of thing. And I felt a little bad because the maid of honor, who'd never been maid of honor before, like, and she was a friend of mine too, because we all went to college together. So what happened was we cleaned up. They were still hanging out there at the church. I was like, I'm gonna go back to the hotel. Mm-hmm. So I took an Uber back, and I was just like, we had basically, it was kind of like a late lunch sort of thing, and I'm like, well, I want dinner. So I went to, I think it was a Buffalo Wild Wings. And eventually other people joined, like from the boarding party came and hung out with me, because I was just like, they wanted food too.
That works.
And at one point I went to the bathroom, and Maya, who's the maid of honor, also went to the bathroom. And we were sitting there washing our hands, and she was just like, is this how weddings normally go? I'm like, absolutely fucking not. Like, nothing like this. And she's like,
Not
okay,
even
good,
a
because
little
I was
bit.
going to say no to ever being in a bachelor, like in a wedding party again.
Oh god, it's so much work.
It was just like, I mean, it was like needlessly a lot of work. Because like, I've been maid of honor multiple times. I've done the work, but this was just like, we just kept going back to Walmart because of last minute decisions of, oh, we want this, oh, we want this. And it was annoying.
Nothing drives me
We
crazy
were
like
decorating
that.
until like 10 p.m. at night. So,
No, can't. Won't.
yeah. But I'm like, hey, at least the wedding was over really fast.
That helps.
So, and then like the end of that night, I just remember it was like, I don't know if Steph's
Oh, hallelujah, I got this.
Laws.
Was that
What was
coal?
that?
Oh, the safe. Okay.
How was that a safe?
I'm sick.
Oh, I think this is like the door opening right here.
Oh, yeah.
Can't see it through all the pixels.
Oh, with science, I loved Louis C.K.
Ross was correct. There's a safe behind this fake wall.
It's got an electronic lock. Do you think
Oh,
you could
I'm gonna
hack
have to
into
go
it?
fast.
Here you go!
I can try! Fast mode, let's go! Oh. Oh shit, I can't. Okay, I can do it.
Opera cake when a baklava and millefeuille decided to mate with a chocolate cake. That sounds fucking
yeah,
good.
I'm so fucking there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, I like millefeuille. I love baklava. But I only like baklava when they actually do the strata. I hate when they just put the what's that paper like stuff on top and then they just put the nuts underneath it. Like, here you go.
The pastry stuff, puff pastry?
Yeah. Well, it's not puff pastry. It's like the step above that.
That's what I want. Oops, sorry, my bad.
Fuck.
Oh shit! Oh, I fucked it up. That was fast. Hold on.
That was really quick.
One more time, one more time. I got distracted by food.
Sorry, I shouldn't have.
I was just starting to like,
Distract you.
milfoy, yes. hold on.
Phyllo dough. That's it. That's the one.
Oh, that, yeah, you're right. I hear you.
Yeah.
So food.
Like, yeah, also food.
Also food.
Like, when you have the skill to be able to layer the phyllo
Fuck, I didn't
dough
mean to do
with
that.
the nuts and the honey,
Is that what I did because I misclicked? Did that take away time? I think that's
it
what
might.
happened.
Composition is complex like the other. I will totally look up opera cake. I kind of want it now. God damn it, with science, you're making us really hungry. Also, I want millefeuille.
Yes, all the things.
Almond
There you
paste. I thought that was a different name for almond
Cut
paste.
them
What
on.
are they?
Open Sesame Street. Oh my
Against
god,
the
you're so
L.
cute.
God, I cannot think of words tonight. Oh, that's what I get for restricting you to PBS. Well, I can't see your return plane ticket in the safe. It's just filled with bags of coins. Is she a pirate?
Who fucking
Change-
tips coins?
Yeah, change for
drag
the
bar.
register, I'm guessing.
Fucking cheapos.
Wait, there's a bunch of legal documents at the back.
Give me a moment. I'll scan the text.
Marzipan, that's what I'm thinking of.
Done. It appears to be an insurance apology.
There it is.
Apology. It's insurance apology for McGillans. Covering fire, theft, accidental damage, earthquake.
Wait, accidental damage? Does that include someone driving through a person with a gigantic
This is pretty
shoes?
damning. Not specifically, but I believe the wording means that would be covered. The payout would such an event would reach into hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Interesting.
What do you have to say about this?
Did you know Fran is going away tomorrow? She mentioned it earlier today. I said I'd help sorting things out while she was away. She's gonna spend some time with her drag mother, the utterly legendary Queen of New York, Miss Krista Leverrier.
I think so.
Yeah.
What is it? The seer? Is that the flyer basically? Or
I'm
what is
guessing so.
this? Huh.
Oh, the story she has. I'm quite jealous, really.
Oh my god, I love bubble tea, especially. when
I
it
have
has
not had
coconut
bubble tea in
milk.
so long. Compared to
Boba has it, or not Boba, Bosa has it.
It
They
Bosa
have
does
it.
have it. When you prepare the tapioca bubbles by marinating them a night over in a mixture of maple syrup, sugar, a little water, or some
Why are you
alcoholic
doing
of
this?
choice for adult bubble tea mix. That sounds bitchin', dude. I love it! I'm so glad you're here with science. Tell me more about Fran's drag family. She's so going.
What?
I don't.
So bad.
Is Bosa open 24 hours?
I think some are,
Cool.
but it's not gonna be like that.
No, I know.
Coconut. Oh.
Oh god, now I want dim sum too.
I
Fuck!
know, I love dim sum. I love dim sum more than pancit. That says a lot.
My favorite is the fried shrimp balls in like the panko breadcrumbs with the chili oil. Oh, it's the
No, I like
best.
so many. I definitely like the buns that have like the barbecue pork inside of
You
it.
do love those, yes. The
But-
bao buns, but it's not quite bao buns.
I guess so. Yeah.
It's like steam buns.
They're definitely steam buns, but they're just so fluffy. They're so fluffy I could die. Oh, and then the coconut like pastries.
Yes.
That's so good.
And the sesame balls.
I love the sesame pasamatch.
Sesame balls with a pot of hot tea. Fuck. Sorry, we're making you all hungry.
I'm gonna cry because I want.
My mom has patented almost with her boyfriend. Really?
Ooh.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, congrats. That's awesome.
Oh, tell me more about Fran's drag family.
Tell me more about that dim sum.
Yeah. Fran is a member of the
Are you done?
yes, House of
Get the words out.
Lavalier. Even if she don't use the surname. Interesting fact, that's where I got the name LeBeau from.
Oh, is that not his real name?
I guess not.
Hold up. Oh, apparently it's a character in Final Fantasy. Okay.
Oh, like the new one? I don't know, the
I
new
don't
one
know,
looks
one of them.
interesting. It looks like a mix between Final Fantasy and like Dark Souls.
The Valier is naval forces.
Oh. Fran wasn't my only drag mom. There was another, the iridescent, great word, Bo Derek. Ah, that's a cool name. They were the matriarchs of our little house.
Yeah, like sing.
Bo Derek, the actress from 10. It's old, like 70s movie. She was supposedly really hot in her time. So when it came to picking a stage name, I merged Lavalier with Beau into LeBeau.
Yeah, really creative.
Ooh, video game freak, music fan, literature, so I speak a lot. Awesome!
Yes.
You're in good company, dude. All this time, I thought you just picked it because it sounds extremely camp.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, that's definitely part of it too, and you thought the only layers I had were in my hair.
Presents.
Oh, was it early 80s? God damn it.
Doesn't matter. I wasn't alive then.
Oh, Final Fantasy 15 with Devil May Cry. I can totally see that.
I haven't looked at the trailer. It's on the to-do list, I guess. I don't actually look at trailers, so I'm also just bitching about the fact that I had to finally buy a PS5.
Oh, I know. Casey, look at this. It's a photograph. It's Fran's insurance documents. Do I have to? They look so boring. Surely Fran would need these if she was actually on the phone to the insurance company. Really, Anna? She probably has duplicates or another document with her information in it. According to Scout, it's policy that'll pay out for accidental damage. That float crashing into the club means Fran could make a claim for hundreds of thousands of dollars, which she needs.
I like that the game's forcing us to tell this to Casey. We're in IRL. We would not be telling this to Casey.
No.
Because...
Yeah. Insurance specialist now, is he? Blimey, his creator must be a hoot at parties. Yeah, he's better as Southern. I'm sorry, I have to stick up for my friend. Come on, Casey, you got to admit that there's a bunch of inconsistencies here.
Yeah, I gotta admit that you pointed your finger at a lot of people.
Yep.
So.
A few questionable things, yes, but nothing exactly conclusive.
I mean, he's got a point.
I'm sure there's explanations for everything.
That I doubt, but yeah, get some real evidence.
Mm-hmm. Also, the voice works really well if he's gonna go by the name Limbo, because, you know.
Remy?
Yeah. Well, let's go talk to Fran then. If I'm wrong, she can steer me right.
Fine.
Fine.
He's gotta be grumpy and pouty.
Oh, God!
I'm sure you won't mind if I tag along.
Fuck! As long as you're fine with it, Anna, might be embarrassing to have Detective Cross see how wrong you've gotten it. Oh,
I mean, he's seen me
now.
be wrong many times before, so...
Yeah. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Doctor Who fan too. Cool! You'd be a badass doctor, both of you. Oh, thank you!
Thank you.
Oh, shit, sorry, I thought that was Fran. Fran, are you there? Open up, hon, it's me. Wait, I have an idea. Oh my god, Fran, you're never gonna believe who just walked in. It's only blooded Luke Perry. You know, the one you like from 90210.
Oh, that's actually working?
Yeah. Oh, I could have sworn that worked. Well, this is great. I don't suppose anyone's got a lockpick.
Everybody can hear this.
Yeah.
Another item to add to my version 2.0 improvements list. Put it in the icebox to never be seen.
What are y'all doing standing out here? It's Fran. She in there, but she not answering. I'm starting to get a little worried. Did you try the Luke Perry thing? Yeah, it didn't work. Oh, that ain't right. Stand back! Boosh! Oh, God!
Accidental damages!
Hiya! There's a little too much camel toe action
What
happening
the-
there. A good kick will get you anywhere in life. That's my motto.
Will you please stop destroying our furniture, Roz? You're breaking things faster than I can replace them.
That's a
Everyone's
lot of
scared in this
people.
room. What are you all doing? That's what we'd like to ask you. You're going on a little trip. Yeah? I'm going to New York for a few days. It's been planned for a while.
Except there's a problem with that, isn't there?
A lot
Date
of
on
motions
the
going
ticket.
on.
Well, she isn't coming back. And it's
You do
Pride
need to
soon.
start the club out, and it is Pride soon.
I think he's the
I'm
first
gonna go
or
with the
third.
first one,
Yeah. We found your ticket. There's no return portion. You aren't planning on coming back.
but of course I'm coming back. I only had the money to pay for the outbound fare. Krista told me she'd pay for the return.
See, I told you there'd be a simple explanation. I believe you, Fran, that was the plan. Until the early hours of this morning, at least.
What do you mean?
You went to Quispin's apartment last night. You went to ask him for an extension, a few extra days, so you could go to NYC and borrow some money from Krista. Except he wouldn't agree to it, would he?
We overheard you talking earlier. Crispin mentioned that you'd be outspoken last night and that nothing had changed.
Realizing you had no hope of paying him back today and afraid of what he might do in retaliation, you spotted an opportunity. An outlandish one, but you were dead. I don't think she killed him. I think she stole the parade float and crashed it in the club and he just got in the path.
Yeah.
You stole a parade float and crashed it into the club! The float was being kept in the parking lot next to Crispin's apartment, ready for the Pride Parade. It caught your eye. You were desperate.
Oh, please. How's crashing a giant shoe into my club going to help me pay back Quispin?
That's what I said. Well,
Oh!
that's what I thought at least.
This is changing. We found your insurance documents. The club is comprehensively covered against this kind of damage.
Ain't the lights! Thank
Of course
you.
it is. I'm required to have that insurance by law.
What's up, Sal?
Say.
And that's why you thought you could get away with it. The insurance payout for this accident would be huge.
Enough to cover your debt to Quispin, and then some.
It's a good story, but there's no proof I was even at Crispin's apartment. I had no idea the float was in that parking lot.
It'd have to be the shoes. That's where you're wrong. There's proof you were there! We found a sneaker stuck on the fence, which you obviously lost when you climbed into the
You
parking
didn't
lot.
bother to grab your shoe. I'm sorry, but this is really stretching the truth.
Yeah.
The same make and size as a sneaker found near the crashed parade float. You have a hard time keeping your shoes, apparently.
Totally. 10 watchers on Rumble! Thank you guys. And the same make and size as the pair of sneakers you just had rush delivered to the club via motorcycle courier. But that makes sense. It's hard to make a getaway in heels, isn't it?
You really had no other shoes.
Fran?
Hang on, you said I climbed the fence. How could I when I fractured my arm?
Aha, good
Wait,
question.
when the hell did you fracture your arm?
I'd forgotten about your arm, Fran, but I think we can lay this to rest.
I like that she's like freaking out. She's like, oh wait, but like as opposed to like it,
Yeah. Scout, could you perform a scan on Fran's arm, specifically the area under her cast?
Puzzle? Of course, puzzle. Wait,
What? If you're innocent, he'll find nothing out of the ordinary.
Invasion of privacy. Fine. Go ahead. What?
Ah, you can take that one. And here comes Melissa McCarthy as Fran. Nah, she does a better voice for Fran. Wait, was Melissa McCarthy the one who played Ursula in the new...
I don't know, I didn't watch the movie. I'm so bad at watching movies. Oh, unfortunate soul. Oh my god. When I went on the Mexican cruise that I went on Carnival, we went to the piano bar every night, and it was a Canadian he was
fun.
Yeah, gay guy, super fun. Birthday was him around mine, so it was kind of cool too. I still actually
Cool.
follow him on Facebook. But he sang for Unfortunate Souls,
Oh.
and it was just like, I can't even remember how he sang it. I just remember being so much awe. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. I'm so glad I got to
I just want
witness
to
it.
kidnap you and put you in my house and make you do that all the time.
Do I help them? Yes, indeed.
The original Ursula in Little Mermaid cartoon changed my life. Like later Tim Curry in Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yes. Well, they
I love it.
they created Ursula. They mimicked her after
The drag queen. I can't
yeah, I can never remember.
remember. I'm so bad with names.
Divine. They mimicked it after Divine. Oh, so perfect. And then when I saw that they were gonna remake Little Mermaid, like, I don't care who you pick for Ariel, I don't care who you pick for Triton. You can't do Ursula better than Divine. It's not possible. So that's why I'm like, not watching this. Nope, no. Can't, won't, gonna. Or Whoopi Goldberg in Sister Act. Oh, dude. Sister Act 1, I kind of love the second. I'm the weirdo that likes the second movies normally better than the first, with the exception of Mortal Kombat.
So, fun fact. In my French class, we had to present a topic in song. And so I wrote, because I don't know, I come up with stupid lyrics to songs all the time. But basically, our performance was Dr. Mrs. Vandertramp, which is like, it's a anagram, I think is a term, of like, the selection of verbs that you, when you do the past tense, you do it with soir, I think, to be as opposed to have.
Yeah.
And so that's what Dr. Mr. Vandertramp, I can't remember the ones, but I put it to the song that they used in Sister Act, which is I think Sister Act 2, Ball of
Joyful,
Confusion.
Joyful?
No.
Oh, yeah,
Ball
that
of
was a good one.
Confusion. Yeah, except it was
That's
Dr.
what the world
Mrs.
is today. Woo! Hey, hey.
We had to
good
sing it
song.
in French, and then like every time when they do the words where they're like,
That's a
like,
fast
all that,
song to do in French.
we did the words to Dr. Mrs. Vandertramp in like
Oh!
as those parts too. I was so fucking proud of that.
Cute.
I wish I had the recording of it. Just apart from those lyrics.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, Happy Day. Oh.
That's so good. Especially, apparently,
Damn.
I heard that, you know the part of the song where the guy hits the note really high?
Yeah.
Apparently, it was like a secret between him and the director.
Oh,
and
so
so everyone's
no one would know?
reactions was actually legit.
Oh, I believe it.
That is what, story
I
goes.
so believe it.
I love that song.
It's like between that one and Joyful, Joyful, like, oh, that's choir music. Oh. Yeah, just, oh. I'm hearing Oh Happy Day, just how it starts off and just builds. Yeah, that was Lauryn Hill before she got all. He taught me
Oh, he taught me how. I can't do it right, but it was just like such a fucking moment.
Oh man, like
I love
even
it
if
so
you
much.
don't believe, like you feel the Holy Spirit when you hear that song.
It's such a glorious part. I mean, honestly, like I probably wouldn't watch this track again just because, like, I thought the premise of the movie was really good.
It
It's
was
just
really good.
Not my type of movie.
Yeah, fair.
But I don't really watch movies, so there you go. But like that scene, I watched that scene so many times just because it's so good.
I'm so gonna watch that right after this. I'd play it right now, but we would so get copyright struck. Little Shop of Horrors scared the shit out of me. Had a great cast, but something about
Christ, this one's harder.
yeah, something about that plant just.
Feed me, Sumar.
You know, I haven't seen Jesus Christ Superstar, and I haven't seen Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
I haven't seen any of those.
Hell, I didn't even know the story of Joseph until recently. I'm like, oh, he's an operator. Okay, cool. He's a prick, but... And I get why his brothers, like, threw him down a well, but okay. Details.
I was just like trying to remember this song. I was just like, Sortir venir alle matron Dr. Mrs. Vandertram. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics, but it was in French and it was glorious. So you should all know.
I've heard the Book of Mormon is really good science. And I'm the atheist speaking. Hey, we all are at some point. I was, totally. This is a 2000 release of Jesus Christ Superstar where they have Pilot dressed like M. Bison from Street Fighter 2.
That's
I can
awesome.
so see it. He's like, what? I'm not the bad guy. We take Red Gaffin singing O Come Emmanuel. It's still breathtaking. That's what I love. Like no matter what your faith, like when you hear church music and it just gets you, like, oh, I want to go flip a car right now.
That's awesome.
Oh, Greg from Brad Religion? Good band.
All of these are possibilities. This sounds hard.
Actually, my favorite right now, it's,
Wait,
shit. Carrie,
Oh shit.
what's the
Yeah, I've seen this.
blonde, she now does the NFL song.
God damn it.
I can't think of her last name.
Stop it.
Like, if you want a song that gets your ass out of bed and makes you ready to take on the world, it's called Something in the Water by Carrie. I cannot think of her last name, but damn, that song will get you going.
Carrie Underwood?
Yes, thank you.
That was like a guess in the
That
dark,
was a good
too.
guess. I know, I miss Raul Julia. He was amazing. And the best M. Bison, I completely agree. I have not heard Little Nas in so long. Oh, by the way, for those of you guys who are here, we're gonna be live again tomorrow with, I don't know if we're gonna be, probably not gonna be finishing the game, but I think we're gonna have a showdown with the killer from Killer Frequency. So if you haven't yet, you want to hit the subscribe button on YouTube or the follow button on Rumble. I'm so excited to see where this story goes. I've been replaying it up to where we left off to see if I could save everyone. And I kind of have a better sense of there's kind of two ways the game is going to get you. So if they think that you're an 80-20 person, you just barely scratch the surface, it's going to hand you an answer, but that answer is going to be wrong. So you got to go the extra 20 and look for something right next to it, and that's going to be what actually helps you to save the person.
There.
thinking of the song and lyrics again still, and I just remember toward the last chorus. It's like, I forgot how we said it in French. It's basically like, if you don't understand it by now, there's no hope for you. So I just like making myself laugh as I try to think through this.
This one looks tough.
It really is. It's tricky. Getting there.
So what was the reason that Raul Julia took the role of M. Bison, which, by the way, he sold the shit out of?
Si tu ne le sais pas, il n'y a rien d'espoir. That's what it was. If you
Damn.
don't know it by now, there's no hope. I'm very proud of that line.
I was gonna say. To pull that off without tripping over it?
Il n'y a rien d'espoir. Dr. Mrs. Vandertramp.
Oh, his kids were huge Street Fighter 2 fans, and knowing that he was dying of cancer, he took the role so his kids would have that to remember him by.
Damn it.
What a titan of a human being.
The feelings.
So he knew even then he had cancer? Wow.
Hopefully that kills something.
That should help. It's all the ones and twos. Oh yeah, he's a total absolute legend. Dude, Chadwick Boseman was the shit.
No.
Oh, it's amazing. Like, none of us knew he was sick. You could not see it in his face. You could not see it in his acting. He just, full speed all the way to the end.
Wasn't the woman that played Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter also afflicted with cancer at the same
I think
time?
so. For I beheld Satan, and he fell from heaven like lightning. That's true. And of all the angels that were kicked out of heaven, he was the only one to not be replaced. Supposedly. I don't know. Apparently there's books like the Book of Enoch, which wasn't included in the Bible, but gives a lot of context to a lot of the angels that were involved in the big showdown.
Side note, don't really watch TV, but I watched Lucifer and that was really good.
Lucifer was a great show.
It was really good, yeah.
Not sure, but the original Dumbledore, Richard Harris, also passed away from cancer. Yep. Negative space!
Not a whole lot of anything in this.
I know, this was tough.
I'm not sure. I hate to say it, I actually might have to go Mary for next time. Because this could be 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, so this could be it either way.
You right?
Like, fuckers. Suck.
What could we roll out?
That's both. Oh, that might help. There we go. Progress. Not a whole hell of a lot, but...
It's the ones and twos that really get you.
So it could be a 1, 1. Yes.
Shit, this was really tough. 3 cards. You might be able to get like one somewhere on this stream, but
I thought I tried it before and I couldn't. It's just like just shy.
oh, it's just shy. Damn
Yeah.
it. Okay, Mel, I have to ask. I know we talked about MK95 a lot, but which do you favor, MK95 or Street Fighter? I've never been a big Street Fighter fan.
Yeah, to be honest, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, for all the crappy characters that Mortal Kombat can definitely spew, I'm a Scorpion Sub-Zero girl. Thrones airs retro gaming and chess. That's a hell of a name. Thank you so much for subscribing.
Nice. Yeah, thank you.
I
Love it.
so butchered your name, and I do apologize. That was bad, and I feel bad. Mortal Kombat actually tried to be like a game all the way up until 9. I will never forgive them for 9.
Oh, fuck. This
9
was
was
here
really
this whole
bad.
time. Jesus.
Mortal Kombat Arcade was amazing when it was released. Agreed. Played at the drugstore and on the other side of the boulevard in elementary school. Right? Like, that's what... Oh my god. Going to an arcade and putting down your quarters. I sucked so... I couldn't even tell you what the moves are to this day. But it was so fun. Oh, MK 2021 was bad. Worst video game movie I saw live, Double Dragons.
Oh man, I forgot about that game.
Yeah, it was. Although, better or worse than the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Didn't you say you like that?
I do, but I like bad movies.
I mean, I ain't sit there and shit. You're welcome to like movies that you like.
Prefer to keep the MK95 movie and the sequel as a memory. Dude, the first Mortal Kombat movie, picture perfect. And then the same director went on to fucking ruin Resident Evil because he fell into his wife's hoo-ha. But he did the first Mortal Kombat well. And my all-time most hated video game movie, Wing Commander. Never saw it. Mario 93 was better. Leguizamo lives over. Save Spawn 2. Leguizamo was great in Spawn. Especially compared to the masterpiece that was Wing Commander 4. They made 4 of those movies? Jeez. Oh, now you're making some headway. What the hell is this is a cluster of hair?
Kind of. In a body, just saying.
They replaced Mark Hamill with Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh, that's just unforgivable.
Oh, it's a broken arm, except it's not very broken. Dial imprint. How did I get?
Fuck, where did
Oh,
we see
because
it?
the dial that broke off hit her hand.
Yes.
Ooh,
Oh.
busted.
Somebody in trouble.
There is an indentation on the arm. It matches the size and markings of the smash dial we found in the parade fly. I feel like we need the boss music from Phoenix Wright.
Yes,
The
we
music
do.
is really intense. Like, yeah.
Which explains how you managed to climb the parking lot fence. Your arm wasn't broken yet.
Rabble, 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 rabble. What? That's crazy.
Because you fractured your arm in the crash! You must have put up your hands to protect yourself when the float hit the club, but you flew forward and hit the speedometer, breaking it and your arm!
This one is really good.
It is.
Tastes like justice.
Yes. Okay, whenever you make a wine, you're gonna have to call it Taste Like Justice. No, scammed!
I
You crashed the parade float into the club. You killed all of our love!
Rabble, 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 rabble,
Rabble,
rabble,
rabble,
rabble,
rabble.
I'm just desperate for Phoenix Wright. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I got in so over my head. I didn't know what to do. But you've got to believe me. I never meant to kill Oliver. I had no idea he was sleeping out there.
He's still sleeping out there.
Yeah, permanently. I thought it'd be a victimless crime, but my God, it's so wrong. I'd do anything to undo it, really. I won't fight. I'll come with you. He's like pushing up and a Dr. Detective across his face.
Don't you love how people are suddenly sorry when they're caught? Drives me nuts.
Please, Casey, say you believe me. It was an accident, I swear. Frankly, Fran, I don't give a damn.
I just don't understand. Why didn't you say something to me? I acted like a total dick to this woman right here in your behest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you couldn't do shit, Casey. Like, you can do hide a body. Under arrest in connection with the death of Oliver Laurel.
What, did you chain her with her hand right up here?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just couldn't. I was ashamed. I didn't want you to see how badly I failed. Yeah, the right to remain silent, aka shut up. Anything you can say will be used against you in court of law. Meh.
Meh.
Casey, I'm sorry. Oh.
With my free hand that's not handcuffed.
Yeah. Awkward.
Yeah.
We did it on her. Another mystery solved. Everyone's sad. I don't understand why. Why isn't Casey happy? We solved the case.
He's choking on his words, Scout. Hey, you. How are you holding up? I can't believe it. I can't. I was so sure. I knew she couldn't have done it. But I got it so wrong. I got her so wrong. I know that this must be hard, but... Do you know, Anna? Someone I care for, someone I love, had just betrayed everything I thought I knew about them. You're a little pissed. Yeah, I mean, how many times does she want to beat that horse?
We'll be empathetic, I
There
guess.
you go. I know.
Because he was a good friend before. Let him just be hurt.
Sorry, babe. I didn't mean to lash out at you. I don't know. I'm a bit everywhere, to be honest. I know just the thing. Why don't you come back to mine? I don't... Mine? Okay. I've got a bottle of Chardonnay with your name on it.
I think it's just people say that as like, come back to my place. It's
Oh,
just a short way of
okay.
saying that. Why don't you come back to mine?
It's like weird. And chat like the good old days.
Could be like wherever the devs are based from. That just might be a saying that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Thanks for the offer, but I think I just want to be alone right now. I need some time to sort things out. Of course, I'm here for you when you're ready. Thanks, babe. Also, I don't know how to say the word babe in a British accent. I forgot to say, well done on cracking the case. You two really are made for this. Oh, God. Poor Casey. It can be a real shock learning what people you loved are really capable of.
I feel like maybe he's a little overdramatic. Like, not saying that, not to feel bad about the situation, because it's a bad situation to be like, oh my God, I was so betrayed. It's like, Fran killed the guy by accident. It's
Dead
not like
guy in street no one cares about.
Yeah. I was like, she obviously didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't like, I would say if somebody went and did that belligerently, but like, she was desperate to try to get the money. I feel like, not saying it was good that she killed somebody, but it's kind of a reasonable, like, desperation.
Yeah,
I
totally.
would say. Not like, I went crazy and started murdering
I killed
people.
this man just to betray
I have 5
you!
spleens in my basement. Like, no, nothing like that. So maybe chill a little, Casey. Maybe it's not about you, Casey.
Mm-hmm. Scout? Just everything. Did you kill a guy for the insurance?
Not the insurance.
Scout?
Not the insurance.
Scout! Motherfucker, get back here!
I just remember I left the oven on.
Wait, I am the oven!
Lying toaster.
That was my first day. My first real case as a detective.
Detective.
Yeah, or at least first case I hadn't accidentally stumbled onto and accused the wrong person. And already I was learning an important lesson. Sometimes when you go searching for the truth, you gotta accuse everybody. And you might end up finding out more than you wanted to. Sometimes the truth doesn't set you free at all. Just like the people I accused. I didn't know at the time, but it was a lesson Scout was learning the hard way. Paint the wall!
I know.
Scout, will you hold on a damn second? What's gotten into you?
I have to go.
What? Fucking why?
Because I don't want to hurt you.
What? I don't...
Scout is not what he seems or whatever. He's like dangerous or something.
How did you fucking get here? Scout, did you remember something earlier? Is that what this is about?
Sorry, I keep misspoken.
That's fine.
Yes, I remembered who was responsible for wiping my memory.
That's great. Now we can finally track them down.
I did it.
Well, you probably had a reason. Wiped your own memory?
There was an experiment. They installed new equipment in me. It was a black box, encrypted routines I had no idea about, and then they activated it and I killed someone.
What?
I managed to regain control, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to hurt anyone, so I did the only thing I could. I tried to wipe my memory to make myself safe. Oh, Scout.
Scout?
I thought that if I wiped my hard drive, my OS, my databases, they'd have to stop. And they did. They threw me away, but the wipe wasn't too secure enough. Something remained, and eventually I woke up again.
Ah, that's another one of those hologies, or I think it was a holologies.
Holology?
That was when you don't say eventually, you say eventually. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just, yeah. We learned a thing today, people.
So now I have to go somewhere where no one will find me, and this time I'll make sure I corrupt my memory beyond repair. I don't want to ever hurt anyone again.
Motherfucker, you wait right there!
Stop right now. Thank you very much.
I can't pretend this isn't a lot to take in, but I don't want you to go, despite the fact you killed people.
But, Honor, if I stay here, I'll just be putting you in danger. I can't. I won't do that.
Just listen to me, Scout. I know you didn't mean to do it. I know you don't want to hurt anyone, and I'll accuse everyone else for it. I know you. I know your heart. Or, well, you get what I mean. I know your OS. And hey, those bad people aren't around anymore. So, you know, mea culpa. Whatever they did can't happen again.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Nothing bad is going to happen. Spilled milk, water bridge, you know. That's a promise.
If you're certain. Thank you, Honor. This means the world to me, more than I can explain.
I'm gonna run away anyways, apparently.
So now I feel bad that we named this episode after the one character we have not encountered this whole time.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie! Oh, sorry, Sally, missed it.
New case unlocked. Yeah.
And we're already
Wait, how
at
did we
F.
only get an... Oh, did we lose because we took hints? I think that's why we didn't get an S.
Oh shit, sorry.
It's all good.
Or it could be because I screwed up the hacking. Either way, we're free.
Yes. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If you're up for it, we're gonna be live again tomorrow night with some more Killer Frequency, where I think the killers... Yeah. She's gonna show up, and I don't know how we're gonna duck her being in the studio, but it will be interesting to find out. So if you haven't already yet, you want to hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel or the follow button on Rumble channel. And Sister Cocktails is going to be live on Sunday.
Doing a
on
Sunday
both
special.
Of those. Once I get her set up,
Yes,
should
here's
be
hoping.
pretty easy.
But yes, we'll do a little bit of a preview of 3 indie games that I absolutely love and I want to share with you all. So
Oh, it's going to be so fun. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the likes, the subscribes, the sponsors, to our wonderful mods, and to all you wonderful people for hanging out. And we will see you, awesome people, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. PST. Bye, guys!
Bye.